Come in, people, come in. The fifth live stream, yeah? The horse tranquilizer live stream. Right? I start talking after about a minute or so. Wait for at least one person to come in. Just 1 second, people. I'm just going to share this stream to my Facebook page, yeah? Yo, man, like, hey, why London? You're always here, fam. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Man, like Dulce David. All right, let me do the regular thing by putting you lot's names in the comment box. Like, I didn't even have to write AYLDN again, right? His name's already there, yeah? So, what, Dulce David. Oh. You man come up with some strange names, Your name isn't even David anyway. Right, boom. Right, so this live stream is talking about drugs. We're going to talk about drugs, yeah? So, let's start off with minor drugs, yeah? Technically, cigarettes, yeah, smoking cigarettes, nicotine is technically a drug, yeah? When I was in school, I think I was in year 10 or year 11, yeah? So I was either 15 or 16. We had a speaker coming to our assembly. I remember we were sitting down on the assembly floor, and this lady, she was a speaker. She said that a drug is anything that changes the way your body reacts, right? Anything that changes your body, right? She said drugs isn't just weed or crack or heroin or whatever. And even cigarettes technically is a drug. Yeah? Even alcohol technically is a drug. Cigarettes, when you don't have it, you feel a certain way, right? Now, obviously, if you don't have food, you feel a certain way. If you don't drink any water, you feel a certain way. But she was basically saying that even technically, cigarettes are a drug. They're just pretty much at the lowest level. Yeah? Now, as I said in the previous live stream, people who smoke cigarettes, right? You are a follower, man. No one just gets up one day and thinks, you know what, I'm going to try a cigarette for the first time. Man. You probably was in a position where people around you were smoking cigarettes and you thought, you know what, let me try that. For example, you might be at work, yeah? You'll be in your work office, whatever. There's a team of 6 of you. Yeah, you're the only person who don't smoke. The other 5, periodically, they go out every half an hour for a cigarette, and you're always left behind. One day, they tell you, oh, come along or whatever, innit, yeah? You decide to go out, yeah? And you feel left out because everyone else is doing it apart from you. Natural human behavior tells us, we need to do what everyone else is doing, innit? Because we're social creatures, yeah? Not me. Anyway, you decide, you know what, let me try one of those cigarettes. And bam, you're hooked. Just like drinking alcohol, man. I don't know what's worse. Me, I've never drank alcohol, nothing like that. Obviously, I've sipped alcohol, I know what alcohol tastes like, but I've never drank alcohol, yeah? I don't know what's worse. sitting in your yard on your own on a Friday night drinking, man. I don't mean, oh, I'm going to enjoy a glass of wine. I mean getting drunk. Man. I don't know if that's worse than going out with your friends and drinking alcohol, yeah? Being a quote unquote social drinker. Yeah? If you're a social drinker, that means you're just doing it to fit in. Yeah? I don't know what's worse, being a loner and being a drunk, or being a person who fits in, does something to fit in. Plenty of times, man, go out with my brethrens, yeah? They know I don't drink. Come, Jay, come, I'll buy you a drink. No. Yeah. No, fam. I'm not interested in drinking alcohol. Why do I want to get intoxicated for? Yeah? Me, I'm a man. I like to be in control. So there's no way I'm going to do anything to make myself, I don't want to get loose. Yeah? I don't want to drink alcohol to I don't need alcohol to make me feel better about myself. I feel good all the time. So I ain't gonna go to no clubs to drink alcohol just to fit in with people. And at a certain time, there's certain man, they drink alcohol so they get more confident to talk to women. If you want to build up your confidence with speaking to women, you need to just go out there and approach women, innit? You can't wait to have a certain substance in your body to feel confident to talk to women. Right? So AY London said, my friend has self-confessed she done it with her friends from day. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is what I mean. People then, they start drinking alcohol because they see other people doing it. You are easily influenced. Man like Kareem Jackson, yeah, tuned in on your break, yeah? All right, let me add your name to the thing. See, I like to hear that. A man's working. He said he's on his break, so I just assume he's working. Yeah, a man's working on Sunday. Yeah, that's good, fam. Anyway, I was going to start talking about me working on Sunday, but we'll stick to the job talk today. Yeah, well, at least for the first half an hour, innit? Yeah? This is only going to be a half an hour stream, guys. Yeah, it's only a half an hour stream. Yeah. So anyway, so you got man smoking cigarettes. Yeah, they smoked, or she started smoking because her friends, colleagues, work, family members, whatever in it. Yeah, they start smoking or whatever in it. Yeah? So they felt left out, so that's why they smoke. Man, this is 99.9% of people walking around who do smoke. Same with the alcohol and that. They didn't just start drinking alcohol on their own. Yeah? Actually, they may have, but I will talk about that in a minute. Yeah. They started drinking alcohol because they went out with their brethren and that, and they wanted to fit in. Yeah, they didn't want to be left out. Yeah, so they are weak mind. So they wanted to do stuff to fit in because they didn't want to feel left out. They're a weak-minded person, isn't it? Yeah. Same thing with weed. Yeah. Like, who gets up in the morning and thinks to themselves, "Yeah, I'm gonna start burning weed today"? No one does that. The people that are around them, they started burning weed. Yeah. They're around people that bum weed and they think, you know what, let me hit this up. Yeah, let me see what this thing's about. Yeah. And then that's when they get hooked. I know, man. Yeah. Man are on weed. Man are burning weed for 20 years straight. Yeah. Man start burning weed when they're 19, 20, and still burning weed when they're 40 years old. Every single day they burn weed. I know man like that. Yeah. The weed don't even do nothing for them. They need to smoke weed every day to feel normal. So when they don't burn weed, they don't feel normal. So they need to smoke weed to feel normal. I've been around, man, yeah? They're cool, calm, collected people, right? But when they thought they lost their weed, man start getting aggressive, yeah? Man start moving, man start moving aggressive, almost like a crack fiend, yeah? Maybe not that extreme, but man start moving aggressive. And man can't find his weed. I remember I was in a car with a man. Yeah, we went far outside London. I don't know, like obviously I'm a North London, innit? So anywhere outside London is far outside London, innit? Even like St. Albans, like that's just like a million miles away to man, innit? Yeah. St. Albans in Hertfordshire. I think we went to St. Albans or somewhere like that. A man couldn't find his weed. Yeah. Man started searching the car like he gonna tear the car apart just for a little bag of weed. When he thinks to himself, like, rah, even if I have lost my weed, yeah, we're only gonna be at this function for 6 hours. What? I can't go and get a spliff or a draw 6 hours after, like when I return home at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. That's how you know the drugs is fucking up people's head when they can't even go 6 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours a day without finding weed. The man needs weed to feel normal, not to feel high. He needs it to feel normal. And it's just like a heroin addict. Heroin addicts, yeah, if they don't take the drug, they get withdrawal symptoms. Yeah? They feel fucked. Yeah? They feel like they're gonna die. Yeah? Heroin is a serious thing. I've been in, yeah, man, I don't talk too much. A man been in certain environments. I've seen man chasing the dragon. Yeah? Man's got a piece of foil, yeah, puts the brown on it, yeah, puts the dark on it, puts the heroin on it, and they get a lighter and they run it underneath the foil, yeah, back and forth, yeah, and it heats up, obviously, the heroin, yeah, the dark, yeah. And as it evaporates, they chase the dragon, literally chase the dragon. I was actually talking about this in my book, because obviously I was in certain situations before when man observed that, innit? Yeah, so yeah. Or obviously they inject it or whatever, innit? Yeah? So yeah, heroin is a serious thing. I used to live next to a fucking crack addict as well. Now, people then that do crack, they also do heroin as well. And I know this guy definitely done crack, yeah. For certain reasons I ain't gonna say, yeah. But he was a healthy man back in the day, yeah. But he got hooked on the crack. And he began to rot away. Man, he began to rot away. Literally, the man started to deteriorate, yeah. These crack addicts, yeah, they start to lose their teeth. Yeah, heroin addicts, they start to lose their teeth. They get really skinny. Yeah, they don't even concern themselves with eating because crack, because heroin, because light, because dark, because white, because brown. That is their main focus. You know, they ain't interested in nothing else. They ain't interested in no gal. They ain't interested in no money. Well, they're interested in money because they need the money to go and get the food. Yeah, fam. They turn into nitties, bro. Yeah, turn into nitty. Right, let me check out this comment. So, yes, Nadia, she's in. Right. Yeah. I know someone who literally turned their house upside down because she couldn't remember where she hid it, never found it, probably already smoked it. Yeah. Blood. I've been in situations, been in environments where and it's someone that lives a couple of doors down from my mum as well, yeah? A woman has to sell her body, because we know there's always beta males out here who are willing to pay for sex, yeah? Guys who can't attract women properly, yeah? Easily, should I say, yeah? Women, right, sell their body to pay for drugs. Yeah? £10 for a blowers, yeah? £20 for a blowers, yeah? Not that I've ever been a recipient or nothing like that, but yeah? In my mum's fucking area, Edmonton, yeah, plenty of crackheads around, and yeah, they're all prostitutes. Right? There was one gal on my street, yeah, her mum still lives there right now, yeah, 13-year-old girl, yeah, she got pregnant, yeah, she got pregnant at 13, yeah. Obviously, the man was older than her, innit? Yeah, he could have all been 20 at the time, innit? I don't know, yeah. That youth now that she had is what? My younger brother's 21, he's 22, yeah? So that gal is what? Boom, 35, yeah? 35, 34, whatever, innit, yeah? She wouldn't have been my type, yeah? But like there's certain girls you can observe. Okay, that girl is actually a cute looking girl, pretty looking girl. She ain't my type or whatever, yeah. Or she definitely ain't my type now because she a crackhead, isn't it? Yeah, but she was a cute girl back in the day. You could tell, yeah. When she was healthy, she would have been a cute looking girl, innit? Go out there and attract PM bear man and that, innit? Yeah? She got hooked on crack probably at the age of 18 or something like that. She's fucked. Fucked. All the potential in the world. Yeah. She could have been living in a nice house in little Essex. Yeah. Driving a nice little white Range Rover. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. Maybe not no high flying job, but earning take home 4 grand a month. Yeah. She could have been married, had 1, 2 youths, little pet dog that don't stop fucking barking all day. No, she ain't got none of that. All she got is the mindset to go out and get drugs. Yeah. And in order to get the drugs, she has to sell her body. A man used to come to my estate in a fucking BMW X, I think it was X3, yeah. Old man, Old man, Man all like 70 years old used to pick this girl up on a day-to-day basis, yeah. To take her out and do whatever with her, innit? You're selling your body to an old man, a man you wouldn't even spit on, a man you wouldn't even piss on if he was on fire just for drugs. It's embarrassing. It's shameful. God forbid I ever had a child that turned to drugs. God forbid. Now the man that used to live next to me who was on drugs, he actually moved away. But I always said this one thing. When I have a child, if they ever even think, I won't even wait for it. Man. When I have a child, if the guy was still living there, I would take that child, so long as they're old enough to understand. I'm going to take a 4-year-old, innit? When that child's like 13 or whatever, I'm going to take him to my mum's area and take him to that man's house and say, listen, if you ever even try a cigarette, yeah, this is what you're going to turn into, yeah? Because cigarettes, yeah, weed and that, yeah, certain times weed is a gateway drug. Yeah, not for everyone. As I said, man who been burning weed for 20 years, yeah, to my knowledge, they don't do crack. Yeah? But for some man, weed is a gateway drug. Yeah, human beings. Yeah, we always want to progress. Yeah, first of all, it's a cigarette, then it's weed, then it's crack and heroin, then it's crystal meth. Yeah, crystal meth. I watched this program before, the world's most dangerous drug. Yeah? You think crack and heroin are bad? Crystal meth, different kind of drug. Yeah? Make you look like a fucking walking zombie. Yeah? You lose all weight. Yeah? Your mind is gone. You look like a fucking you look like you're ready for a coffin. Yeah? You make dead people look alive. Yeah, you look so dead. Drugs are a serious thing. That's why I'll never jump on. Man are all doing enhancement drugs as well. Yeah. There's certain people in the Taekwondo community, they've been kicked out because they're doing enhancement drugs. Yeah. There's certain runners, yeah. We ain't gonna fling no names, but certain UK runners, they've been banned. Yeah. Certain USA runners, they've been banned because they're doing enhancement drugs. Yeah. We ain't gonna fling no names, but we all know certain man. Fucking hell, Kareem Jackson. I didn't even see that comment that you said about enhancement drugs, But yeah, I think was it the Russians or something like that? They got banned from the Olympics. I'm sure they got removed from the Taekwondo Olympics because obviously I'm a Taekwondo practitioner, so obviously I follow Taekwondo. I'm sure the Russians got removed from the Taekwondo Olympics, if not all events, because of doping. Yeah? Bro, I don't want to turn it into this right now, yeah. But if you take drugs to enhance your performance, yeah, you're a cheater, yeah. You're trying to go the easy route. You don't want to put in all the amounts of work to win. You're a cheater. I would not feel right as a man, Yeah? I would not feel like a winner if I'd done performance enhancement drugs to win. Yeah? Yeah, I'm lifting the cup, yeah, the gold cup, whatever in it, yeah, like first place, yeah. But when I look in the mirror at night time, I have to think to myself like, you're not really a winner. You're a loser. You're a cheat. You took drugs so that you could win. You're not a real winner. A real winner don't need drugs. A real winner, he just does it. If you're a real winner, you just drink Lucozade or water. Yeah, you don't need no drugs. Yeah? If you're a real winner, you can start off behind. Yeah, you can start off in a losing position, yeah, and still win. You don't need no drugs to win. I would never take. I don't even know what these performance enhancement drugs are called, but I would never take any of these kind of drugs. Yeah? Back to what I was going to say anyway. So there's certain people, man, they do drugs because they need it as like a coping mechanism, whatever. Yeah? I know people, right? Family members have passed away or whatever, and now they bun weed, yeah? And their excuse for bunning weed is, oh, my family members died or whatever, really. Yeah? So, the weed is, you're taking my mind. No, that is not the solution. Yeah? Yes, you are mourning. Yes, you are upset. Yes, it is a hurtful experience to go through a family member passing away. But doing the drugs is not going to bring them back. Doing the drugs is only going to do more harm than good. The people that are doing drugs to cope with, the stress of a family member passing away, yeah, would that family member want you to do drugs? The answer is no. So why are you doing it? Why are you? Nothing good is going to come from bunning weed. Yeah, you become lazy. Yeah, you're not 100%. Yeah? You're wasting money on things you don't need. This is probably why people don't have no money to fucking buy a property. Yeah? Because all their money goes on drugs, and drugs are not cheap. Yeah? Drugs are not cheap. Drugs are expensive. They make you feel good. So something that makes you feel good, you're going to want to have it all the time. And if it's expensive, you're going to be flinging money at that. Yeah? Flinging money at that. What? A man bones weed every day. Yeah, he might pick up an eighth. Yeah, nah, I can't even remember how much. I don't even know how much an eighth costs. I know how much an eighth weighs, but I wouldn't even know how much an eighth costs nowadays, isn't it? Yeah, but I think back in the day, eighths was £20, £25 or whatever, isn't it? Yeah, man might smoke 2 of those a day. Yeah, or at least one a day. Yeah, that's £20 a day. Yeah, that's 6 bills a month. Right? It's an expensive habit to have. It's an expensive habit to have. That's why people can't afford to buy a property or nothing like that, because 6 bills of their money is going on drugs. Mm? And they will lie and they will tell people, I ain't got no money because of this, because of that. Yeah, they won't tell you, I've just slanged 6 bills at drugs, Like every month, my drug intake costs me 6 bills. Yeah? I know, man. Normal man, black brother, young guy, same age as me, yeah, well, a year above me in school, but same age as me, basically, innit? Yeah, didn't go to my school, but man, know him from the local area. Normal, healthy guy, yeah, normal guy, not no, yeah, funky youth or nothing like that. Normal guy, yeah. Unfortunately, one of his family members passed away, innit? Yeah, the youth is a crackhead now, yeah. He's actually on drugs. Yeah? Like he hangs around with man that I know were crackheads from 10 years ago or whatever, innit? Yeah? He's rolling with them, man. And one thing as well, yeah, you see how I said how my man was a normal you or whatever, innit? Yeah. You see a lot of these older men that you see on the street, like if you're from the ends, like AY London, he's from the ends, innit? Yeah? He's from Sydenham or Lewisham, wherever, innit? Yeah. So that's to me, I don't know Sydenham, but I know Lewisham is ends, innit? Yeah. Certain of them man that you see AY London, yeah, that are crackers, like older black man, yeah, so man might be 45, 50 years old or whatever, innit, yeah. Believe you me, them man there were like top boys in the ends back in the day. I know a man, right? My stepfather said to me that when he was younger, he used to see this particular person we're talking about, yeah. He used to see him back in the ends, yeah. Like my stepfather, not from Edmonton, but anyway, yeah, he used to see him back in the ends, and he used to not look up to man like, oh yeah, top boy or whatever, innit? But yeah, he was an older man in the ends, and then had a local reputation, whatever, innit? So yeah, you could say he was looking up to man, whatever, innit? Now he just looks down on man. because now he's a crackhead. Now I didn't know that because I just see him as a druggie or whatever, innit? But back in the day, them man there, yeah, them man had a name. Certain man that I'm probably flexing with will probably be crackheads maybe in 20 years' time. It happens because what happens is these men offend. Yeah, they commit crimes and shit. They go to jail. They get 4 or 5 years in jail. Yeah, so not 4 years, do 2. I mean, like they might get a 10-year stretch and then do 5 years, or whatever. Yeah, them man are stressed. Them man start doing drugs in jail. Yeah, man are starting doing drugs in jail. I remember a lot of these men that are like 45 years old, 50 years old, or whatever, innit? Yeah, they're from the 80s, yeah, and that's when crack was, yeah, like crack was like weed back in the 80s, apparently, innit? Yeah? I ain't gonna think no names, but there's certain people that I know as well, yeah, they were on crack as well, innit? Yeah, and they're from that era, or whatever, innit? Yeah, and they've been on crack from when they was 20 years old, because back then smoking crack was like burning weed, yeah, even for black people, yeah. There's certain drugs, yeah, like you think, oh, certain drugs are exclusive for certain races or whatever, innit? Yeah, and black people just stay away from that. There's black people, black people, yeah. Let me stress the point: black people doing horse tranquilizer, like what happened? Did you get up in the morning one day and think to yourself, do you know what? I'm gonna do some horse tranquilizer, yeah. I want to test out what it's like to use horse tranquilizer. Although, I'm a fucking 90-kilo human soaking wet, yeah, and a horse probably weighs about 300 kilos. I want to see if I get the same effects as a horse when I do this tranquilizer. Fucking foolishness. Like black people doing horse tranquilizer. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, horse tranquilizer, man. Anyone wondering why this live stream is called the fifth live stream, horse tranquilizer live stream? Yeah? It's a joke that we got between myself, AY London, Nadia, maybe 1 or 2 other people, whatever, innit? Yeah, because they've been watching the previous live stream. So I mentioned horse tranquilizer, innit? And they just think it's funny. So yeah, I thought I'd name the live stream horse tranquilizer, innit? So I'll just start off by talking about drugs and that. Right, we've got a few more people in. Let me just write their name in the shout out, yeah? So we got what? 10, 8, 3, 8. Yeah, it's fucked, man. We got black people doing horse tranquilizer. It's called ketamine. I think horse tranquilizer is called ketamine. Man are really doing horse tranquilizer out here. So yeah, I would love to know like the decision making, like how it actually came about, how a man decided to do horse tranquilizer. Like, what did he get up in the morning and think to himself, you know what? Well, weed ain't enough. I don't really want to go down the crack route because obviously it's going to affect my appearance and that, my physical body. So let me try horse tranquilizer. Let me try ketamine. Yeah. So a man's tried horse tranquilizer. What's next? Elephant tranquilizer? What's next? Car tranquilizer. What's next? Planet tranquilizer. Like, when's the drugs gonna stop? You got man, right? Going to parties, yeah. Black man, man them, like youths, like who think they're bad boys and yeah, they care about their reputation and that. You got man them on the road doing balloons, like them. I never knew what balloons was until I saw these stupid little capsule things on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck's that? One time I was going to work and I see a pile of them on the floor. And these times, like obviously, I was still riding a motorbike these times, but this day I was driving to work. And I thought to myself, anyhow, cow tranquilizer. Anyhow, I was riding my motorbike on this street, yeah? If I went over these little capsules, because there was a bunch of them on the floor, right? Like maybe a bunch of 20 just all on the floor. I would have, my back wheel would have spun out or whatever. And I think this is fucking dangerous. And then someone told me, them little capsule metal things, right? They're the balloon things that people are doing. Like, I don't know if it's solvent abuse, but you've even got man doing solvent abuse as well. You've got man going underneath their bed, yeah, putting their duvet over their head and sniffing lighter fluid, solvent abuse. You've got man sniffing petrol. You've got man sniffing fucking nail varnish remover. Lighter fluid. Are you mad? Anything to get a high. They're trying to escape. That's their problem. Drugs cannot. You can't escape from your problems by doing drugs. You have to face your problems head on. I think that's why many people do drugs. I think the top 3 reasons why people do drugs, and someone add a 4th or 5th, you think, man, boredom, yeah. So they might be in jail or they just might be bored on the road or whatever, innit, yeah. Obviously influenced by others, yeah. And third of all, they're trying to escape their problems. Yeah? Or I'll give a 4th one, yeah, performance enhancement drugs to try and cheat or whatever, innit, yeah. Those are the 4. So boredom, they're trying to escape their problems, influence, and obviously they're trying to cheat. Yeah? The drugs thing, fam, it ain't gonna help you in the long run. All it's gonna do is cause problems for you. Get off the drugs, man. I would never be jumping on fucking any kind of drug. I don't give a fuck what happens to me. Yeah, so Nadia was saying everyone was doing them in Portobello. So Portobello Road is famous road in Notting Hill. They've got a market there. Obviously, as I said before, Notting Hill's my favourite area. I've been to a lot of areas in London and Notting Hill's my favourite area. Portobello Road, famous road in Notting Hill, W11. She was working there in June. And yeah, she said obviously there are a lot of people doing balloons and that. Yeah, it's foolishness, man. It's childish. Childish, man. Man are inhaling. Man are doing solvents. Like, what the fuck's wrong with people, man? Yeah, Banksby, you want to be aware 24/7, fam. Can't take drugs and alcohol. I mean, look, if a man want to do a little not smoke, no, sorry, let me take that back, yeah. If man want to drink a little alcohol here and there, man, that's cool. Yeah? That's cool, isn't it? Yeah? But man can't be drinking alcohol every day. I know people every day. Every raw day, they're drinking alcohol. If you drink alcohol every day, you are an entry level minimum, right? Right? You're an entry level alcoholic. If you feel like you need to drink alcohol every day, you are entry level alcoholic. Even if you get up and you go to work and you function or whatever, you can get up in the morning, yeah, you are an entry level alcoholic. That is a part of your fucking diet. Yeah? How man drink water every day or whatever, yeah? Alcohol. Yeah? That's on the menu for today. Yeah, yeah. See, I wouldn't even know what gin and tonic tastes like or nothing like that. Me personally, I've sipped a bit of rum. Yeah, I've probably sipped Stella like what, a sip, yeah, sip, yeah, sip, yeah, Stella rum. WKD, yeah, and WKD, fucking hell, man. That's like for an alcoholic, yeah, or a serious drinker. WKD, yeah, that's like fucking Ribena. That's fruit juice, yeah. Them man they'll fucking drink that like it's water. Yeah, them man they won't even get drunk off them thing there, nigga. And they could drink 10 bottles straight, yeah. But yeah, WKD, I've sipped it or whatever. Yeah, so Nadia said that Polish people are alkies, yeah. Um, Obviously, Nadia can talk about Polish people for certain reasons, obviously. Um, but yeah, obviously, yeah, it ain't just Polish people, innit? Yeah? Like, you know, you got Jamaican, they love bunny weed or whatever, innit? Yeah. And even with the weed thing, you got a skunk. Yeah. That man, they all put in. But there was one thing back in the day that, like, obviously, man, I'm not on the street no more. I don't know, and I ain't got my ears to the street no more, so I don't know nothing, innit? Yeah? But back in the day, there was one, there was skunk called, there was one skunk called White Widow, and apparently it had either PCP laced, it was laced with PCP or it was laced with coke. Yeah? White Widow. Yeah, I don't know if that's still around no more. Probably it's probably got a new name anyway, innit? Yeah, but the White Widow skunk was either laced with PCP or laced with coke. Man are adding other drugs to drugs. Like, what are you trying to do, fam? Are you trying to float? Like, you're trying to really get like this ultimate high. And this is why, like, there's certain people who used to bun weed, old school man that used to just bun weed, yeah. And now the weed can't do nothing for them. Thai weed, commercial weed, that can't do nothing for them, innit? So now, yeah, boom, they have to smoke skunk. They need to get the strongest thing. And when the skunk thing, this is why people say weed is an entry level drug, is a gateway drug, because they start off with weed, yeah. Weed loses its buzz, yeah. It's just like nothing in it, yeah. It's like smoking a cigarette in it, yeah. Then bam, they jump on skunk, yeah, because skunk's got all these different chemicals in it or whatever in it, yeah. Bam, skunk loses its buzz, just the buzz, just the way weed has lost its buzz. Then bam, they're on crack, yeah. Before crack, they do the horse tranquilizer as well, innit? Like every now and then, man, I have to just throw that word in there, innit? Yeah, throw that horse tranquilizer in it, yeah. Bam, they do the horse tranquilizer, then bam, they're on crack. Yeah. Next thing you know, if the crack don't kill them, they're on crystal meth. Yeah. It's just they just keep needing to progress the highs, man. I said I'm proper naive, yeah. A lot of people in the workplace, yeah. No matter what you can work construction, you can work in an office in London. Yeah. I'm naive to this shit. Yeah. A lot of people, they do cocaine. Like, I was shocked. At my last workplace, yeah, there was a little sweet, innocent, light-skinned mixed race girl, yeah. One of my colleagues told me, you know, she sniffs cocaine. I said, you joke me. You joke me. You lie. I couldn't believe it. She sniffs cocaine. I was shocked. Yeah. Gal told me, yeah, she gone in the toilet, see them sniffing lines, yeah, on the fucking, maybe inside the cubicle or something like that. I was shocked. Shocked. Trust me, there's a lot of people around us. They take drugs and they just hide it. Yeah, they act like they ain't on nothing. They on some shit. They on some shit. But I tell you now, yeah, there's no way I would be with a girl who does drugs. Yeah. I don't even want to be with a girl who smokes a cigarette. Yeah. I've had girls around me before, and yeah. Before you come see me, you're not allowed to smoke that day. Yeah, fuck smoke, not smoking for an hour or two. You ain't allowed to smoke that day, innit? Yeah. If I pick up anything from you, gone. I don't want no girl smoking around me. Man. I've even had to walk out on a girl, yeah, who was smoking in my presence. Yeah? And I had to pull up girls a couple times as well for smoking in my presence. One girl, the first time I had to walk out on a girl or pull up a girl on smoking in my presence, and I actually made a video about this. Actually, yeah, Nadia was in the back of that video actually as well. Seen one girl, one light skinned thing. She used to live, she probably still lives there now, Green Lanes, Hornsey side, near Finsbury Park. Uh, Went to her yard one time and she's smoking a cigarette, but she lives above a shop, so it's gonna be too long for her to go downstairs or whatever and smoke. So she's bust the window open, she's smoking the cigarette, blowing it out the window, and yeah, cool, boom. What happens is girls get comfortable around a certain man or whatever in it, yeah, and they start to push their boundaries or whatever in it. Yeah? So that was that day. The next time I went to her yard, she's smoking a cigarette, but she ain't hanging her head out the window. She ain't respecting my presence. She ain't respecting the fact that, Jay's a non-smoker, so non-smokers typically hate smoking. Yeah, they don't like smoke. Yeah, she ain't respecting my presence. So boom. So she starts smoking in the room without busting the window or nothing like that, innit? Yeah? So I'm lying on her sofa or whatever, innit? And I say, what, do you mind smoking the cigarette outside the window, innit? She said, why? I said, I don't smoke. Yeah, and she was like, yeah, all right. I was like, yo, smoke the cigarette and blow it outside the window, innit? She's like, no, it's my house, innit? I just got up, put on my trainers and out the door, innit? Yeah. I'm all taking a look up, yeah, in the alleyway, yeah, before I jump in my car, innit? Yeah. I see this girl come, brother. I'm like, what? And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. Please come back to the flat. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sitting around no one who smokes. Yeah. Even when I was an electrician, I used to go to certain people's houses, and 9 times out of 10, if the people smoke in the house, I say, listen, do you mind not smoking? Yeah, like I don't smoke. Yeah. I know it's not my house, but it doesn't matter. If I'm in your house, whether I'm a guest or a fucking electrician, you should respect my presence in it. I don't smoke, yeah? Don't smoke in my presence. Even if it's not my house, yeah? You need to respect my presence, so I ain't gonna be around you. I don't go to anyone's houses who smoke. Yeah. And if I do go to someone's house, like a family member's house who smokes, if I don't like it, I'm gonna say something. If they don't want to listen to me, I'm leaving. And we're gonna fall out. Yeah. I'm not gonna keep my mouth shut just to keep the peace. Now, obviously, if I go to a local function and there's all bear man and bear gal up in the yard smoking or whatever, and yeah, well, I'll probably know, I'll pre the situation, I'll know, okay, these are going to smoke in the house, whatever, in it, yeah. So I don't want to fight all 6, 7, 8 people, whatever it is. So it's either I put up with it or maybe try and go in the room and stay as far away from it as possible, or I don't go to the function. Yeah, but, yeah, people feel respect man's presence in it. I don't smoke. So I don't want people smoking around me, whether it's in my house, your house, Buckingham Palace, it don't fucking matter, innit? I don't like smoke. And next time, yeah, one gal actually tried to get rude to man on the phone, actually. Went to go meet this girl in Chingford, which is next to Edmonton, and she was a bit late or whatever, innit? Yeah. So boom. So I thought to myself, fuck it. I ain't standing around hanging, waiting for this girl. And I left and went back to my house. And then she's pulled up to the spot we were supposed to meet at. And she was like, oh, where are you? Innit? I said, I've gone home. And she was like, why? I was like, listen, you taking 10 minutes. Yeah? I ain't waiting around for you for 10 minutes, innit? Yeah, you need to come to my yard, innit? Yeah? So she came to my road or whatever, innit? Yeah? And jumped in the car. And obviously, I stuck it on her because she tried to shout at me on the phone. I stuck it on her on the phone, and I stuck it on her when I got in the car with her as well. Yeah? Anyway, we gone around the corner, just chilling or whatever, innit? Yeah. My girl backs out a cigarette. Yeah, trying to spark the cigarette or whatever, innit? I was like, no, you can't smoke that around me. She's like, what do you mean, innit? I was like, listen, I don't smoke, yeah? So you can't smoke that cigarette around me. She's like, what if I wind down the window? I said, no. I told her to get out of her own car to smoke that cigarette. Yeah? And she did. She had to, innit? Because I would have got out and left. I would have went back to my yard. Yeah? Now, I didn't see that girl afterwards, and that's fine, yeah? I don't know what the reason was. Maybe it was that I stuck it on her or whatever, innit? Yeah? And I don't know, maybe it's because I stuck it on her about the smoking cigarette. Maybe I stuck it on her because she shouted at me on the phone. It don't fucking matter, innit? Yeah? I ain't having no girl smoking my presence. Yeah? I ain't gonna, lower my standards just, so I can get this girl to bed or whatever, innit? Nah. Man, I'm at a principle, innit? Yeah? I ain't gonna allow a girl to do something that I don't want or I don't like just to keep this girl happy. I ain't no pleaser for a girl. I don't please girls. I ain't no simp, whatever they call it in America. Right. See what Kareem Jackson says. Do you think? Do you think? If a parent you send it out to private school, oh, this is a fucking good one, you know. Right. I've spoken about sending children to private school. Yeah. Like, if you'd watched my videos a year ago, I'd be like, yeah, private school, private school, private school, innit? Now, I might not send my children to private school, right? It ain't got nothing to do with the money. Obviously, it's expensive, innit? Yeah. But I don't want my children to grow up in a bubble. Yeah. So the alternative is private tuition after school. Yeah. Maybe every day, maybe every other day or something like that. Maybe 3 times a week. Yeah. But a lot of people talk about, if you send your child to private school, they get on drugs and stuff like that. Blood, there's man, yeah, and I ain't shouting at you, Kareem, don't get it twisted. Blood, there's man out here, right, who don't go to private school, and them man are doing weed, them man are doing coke, them man are doing crack, them man are doing heroin, them man are doing horse tranquilizer, yeah, man are doing ket. Bro, if you go to private school, whether you go to state school or you go to private school, you're still likely to end up on drugs anyway. Yeah. Now, apparently, they do drugs to cope with the exams and shit like that. But what about the youths that don't go to private school and they go to state school and they're doing drugs anyway? It ain't got nothing to do with coping with exams and nothing like that. People are gonna do drugs regardless. Yeah. People are gonna do drugs regardless. Yeah. Man are doing horse tranquilizer. Shit. So all of that, if you send your child to private school, they're gonna do drugs. Man are doing drugs anyway. Man are going to state school. Man are doing drugs. Man are going to jail. Man are doing drugs. People do drugs. Yeah, it's just that's just another reason for them to do drugs. Oh, the stress of the exams. I'm doing drugs. Man are stressed in jail. Man are doing drugs. Man and parents have passed away. Family members have passed away. Man are doing drugs. Gal are doing drugs. Man are doing drugs out of boredom. Man are doing drugs to fit in. People do drugs for all different reasons, yeah? And that's just one of them. Yeah, they go to private school, they might be stressed and they do drugs. And there's plenty of people that go through the private school system and they don't do no drugs and nothing like that. They just maybe drink alcohol in it, yeah? In moderation. They drink alcohol sensibly. Yeah, it may just be when they're out with their friends or whatever, innit? Yeah? Which for me, I don't agree with because you're doing it to fit in, but it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah? So to answer that question about sending children to if you send your children to private school, will they be more than likely to do drugs or whatever? Innit? Man are doing drugs in all aspects of life. Yeah? That's just one of them. Yeah. There's people who they commit suicide. Like I think China has a high rate of people committing suicide and shit because they go to school and the exams are difficult. But what about other people that commit suicide anyway? Yeah. Man are doing drugs in all aspects of life. So yeah, they might go to private school and do drugs because obviously, the exams are tough and that. But there's a lot of other reasons outside of private school why people do drugs. So I ain't gonna not send my child to private school because they don't want to do drugs. Because I'm afraid they're gonna do drugs. They're gonna do drugs anyway, man. Well, people do drugs anyway for other reasons other than exams being tough, whatever. Right, let me see what my man says. So it depends on the person and the company they keep. Right, so my man said it depends on the person and the company that they keep. Yeah, if you're around a bunch of men that bun weed all day long, guess what? You're probably gonna bun weed. If you're around a bunch of men who smoke crack, you're probably gonna smoke crack. If you're around a bunch of men who do horse tranquilizer, you're probably gonna do horse tranquilizer, innit? Yeah? Right. Fucking hell, 49 minutes, man, going strong. I feel like I ain't even running out of nothing to say. Right, most of my friends are on drugs, so AY London say most of my friends are on drugs, but they want an excuse for me to jump on it. You damn right, man. Fam, stay strong, bro. Listen, if you got men around you who are doing drugs and trying to pressure you to do drugs and making you feel like you're not one of that pack because you don't do drugs, but get rid of them, man, there. Or if you're a girl, get rid of them gal there, innit? Yeah. Or if they're family members, don't associate with those family members. Yeah? They're trying to lead you to the dark side. Yeah, that's that. No, no. Get rid of them people. You're better off being on your own. Yeah, if they can't accept that you don't want to do drugs, they don't. They're not your people. Them. They don't respect you. Yeah? If I hang around with certain man and they're telling me, "Oh, you need to do drugs or you can't flex with us," then I won't flex with you. Then, innit? I'll be on my own. Yeah? I ain't gonna jump on drugs or do this or do that to fit in. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm a grown ass man. All of that, you see all of that, yeah? Trying to fit in with the pack, yeah? That's all feminine energy, yeah? That's how women think, yeah? Oh, I need to do stuff. Women are so, listen, I ain't trying to take a shot at women, but women are so influenced, yeah, just for the simple fact that they try to fit in. Yeah, women are more social creatures than men. If you look at men, right, more men have less friends than women. Yeah, more men are loners, yeah, or lone wolves, should I say, yeah, than women. Yeah, because men, we don't have that need or that urge to fit in, right? A female would rather hang around with someone that they don't like, they don't respect, rather than be alone. Yeah, as long as that person isn't nasty to them or something like that. But like me, if there's certain man I don't rate or I think you're an idiot, yeah, I ain't gonna hang around with you just because I don't want to be alone. Yeah, but women don't think like that. Women rather hang around with someone, a young girl, right, who's like 30 years old, would rather hang around with a 60-year-old woman, yeah, who ain't thinking nothing or she ain't like that, whatever, then be alone or whatever, innit? Nah, I don't think like that. Even in the animal kingdom, obviously, man, I had a little problem with little rats and that, so I was watching a couple of videos, and this guy was saying, this pest control man was saying that, boom, the male rats, yeah, they're more solitary or whatever, innit? They get their food and they eat their food on their own, innit? But the female rats, they like to be more social. They like to get their food and all eat together and shit. I'm like, bro, I'm comparing this to like women. These times, man's watching that program 60 Days In. Anyone seen that program 60 Days In? Where the people then go into prison and they act like they're inmates, but they're really not. And they got, well, it's not even secret cameras, but they got cameras in the thing. If you notice in that program 60 Days In, there was one particular series, right, where they had, it was more like a dorm or something like that. It was a big cell and there's like 6 women in the cell, right? They all have the same cell. All that shit, yes, because women are more social. Now, don't get it twisted. There's certain prisons in America where there's big cells and there's all 6 men in the cell. But even more that, like, the prison guards were saying that the women, they like to create, the cell is more like a little family unit or whatever, in it. Yeah? And if anyone acts a certain way or like they will kind of, they'll, the women will beat up the other women who they kind of want to kick out of the group, whatever, in it, because it's all like a social thing, whatever. So a lot of women are easily influenced because they're just on that social shit. Oh yeah, everyone else is doing that, so I want to do that as well. Right. So yeah, now they're saying that the law students are all over that stuff. Listen, it's not just the law students, obviously. There's bear man out here. I'm assuming, because obviously this is an old comment, right? She posted this comment, what, like 15 minutes ago or whatever, innit? Yeah. I'm assuming it's cocaine in it, yeah. A lot of them city people, they're all on cocaine. Yeah? A lot of them. A lot of them do that job. I don't know what the addiction is with coke, speed, yeah. What's the other one? Uh fuck, what's the other drug? Not MDMA. It is MDMA, ecstasy, because I think ecstasy, MDMA, and Molly. Molly is MDMA. Ecstasy and MDMA and Molly, it's all the same thing, innit? A lot of people, they do that ecstasy and stuff like that. Bro, you could die. You could die from ecstasy. Why are you doing ecstasy? You could die from it. You could die from a lot of drugs, but I think that drug there, you can die from it quite easily. Why are you doing? Is the high that good that you're willing to risk your life? Really? Oh my God, I don't know if you lot can hear that fucking dog next door, man. Drives me fucking insane. Yeah, I think MDMA is another name for. So I think Molly is MDMA, and I'm sure MDMA is ecstasy as well. Yeah, yeah. So I just typed in Google MDMA, and in brackets it says ecstasy forward slash Molly. Yeah, yeah. That fucking little dog next door. It's on my damn nerves, boy. As I said in a couple live streams ago, boy, next time I buy a house, yeah, I'm going to check the neighbors and make sure they ain't got no fucking Jack Russells, boy, because them dogs just bark for the sake of barking. That's all that dog does is bark. People walk past the yard, bark. People slam car doors outside the front of the house, bark. I put stuff in my bin outside the front, dog bark. Like, what the fuck, man? So now they're talking about the MDMA is the more pure form. Yeah, man. Like all of this shit is just different to me. Like I don't know how these people like the only weed that I'm even familiar with, like it's just weed. Yeah. Like not that I've done any weed before, nothing like that. When I was 14 or 15, I remember I was in a car and I'm in the it was a brought down car and the car didn't work or whatever in it. Yeah. I'm in a car, I'm sitting in the driver's seat, someone's in the passenger seat and there's one girl behind me, right? She grabbed me from behind, right, and she put the weed to my lips when I was about 14, and she was like, "Take a puff," in it, and I couldn't do nothing, so I just took a puff, but I didn't get high off it or nothing like that. That's the only time man tried. Even I didn't even try it. It was fucking forced upon me. Yeah? The last time I took a pull on a cigarette or something like that when I was 15. So what? Boom, 12 years ago. I just I don't know what it is. I just don't have the urge to try out these new things. I'm not adventurous like that. Like I just don't give a fuck about, you know, trying weed, trying this, trying that, trying horse tranquilizer. No, fam. Even like shisha, yeah. Bam. Like my cousin, shout out my cousin Devontae as well. It was his fucking birthday yesterday. Man's 28 now. He's making me feel old. I'm gonna be 28 next month as well. He's 6 weeks older than me. He's got a shisha bar. Um, I don't know if it's open with all this COVID nonsense. So yeah, it should be open, isn't it? Yeah. East Barnet Road, Truth Lounge. Yeah, let me write that in actually. Truth Lounge, East Road. EN4, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So my cousin, him and three or four of his other friends, they run a lounge called Truth Lounge. And yeah, so my cousin runs a Truth shisha bar with his three or four other friends, whatever, in East Barnet Road, EM4 East Barnet. Yeah. And yeah, them man have got shisha and that, and bro, I've been there a couple of times. I've never been tempted to, yeah, let me try shisha or whatever. Innit? Now I don't, I know it's not a drug or nothing like that, innit? Yeah, but I just, I think partly the reason why I don't have no urge to try any drugs or nothing like that. I don't care about trying new things. A man could try to push some new food in front of me. I don't try. I'm not interested in trying new things. So this is probably what stops me from even trying drugs. I'm not interested in trying nothing new. I just stick to what I know, innit? Yeah? But yeah, I've been around, man. Yeah, do shisha and that. Not interested, fam. Don't give a fuck, fam. And it smells nice. Some of the things it smells nice, but for me, I ain't interested. Not interested one bit in doing any shisha, any weed, any crack, any fucking horse tranquilizer, nothing like that, man. Man are doing painkillers. Like, oh man, the list is endless. It's endless. Painkillers are, oh man, why are you abusing painkillers? There's certain people that overdose on painkillers, you know, because they're trying to get high off of it. But I'm sure there's a fine line between getting high and overdosing on painkillers. You really went to the fucking what you call it, pharmacy or whatever in it, over the counter. You just got some over the counter drugs, right, to really get high off of painkillers. Man are really getting high off of paracetamol or ibuprofen or whatever the painkillers are that they're using. It's just childish, man. But they do it because they want to escape reality. Yeah, they want to escape reality. A man sent me a comment. Actually, let me find out what this person's name. I think it's Mr. Euro. Yeah, Mr. Euro. He said he likes my content and that. Shout out Mr. Euro. Yeah, he said he likes my content. He's saying that, boom, you know, life is so simple. People make life difficult. Yeah, yeah, yeah. People make life difficult. Yeah, they're trying to escape reality as well. Yeah, they think drugs are going to solve their problems. Drugs are not going to solve your problems. All they're going to do is make your problems worse because you're spending money that you don't need to spend when you could be saving that money to buy a yard. Yeah, you are the problem. Yeah, don't blame it on the drugs. Yeah, no. The drugs aren't going to solve your problem. You are going to solve your problems. Yeah, you are the problem. The reflection in the mirror is you. The problem. The person in the mirror is you, yeah. The person in the mirror is you, yeah. You are the problem, right? You can't solve your problems using any drugs or nothing like that, right? You need to solve your own problems. Drugs aren't going to solve your problems. You need to fix your problems. Right, so Nadia is saying that in Sweden they have drug dealers who deal painkillers like Oxy. What the fuck? Zofficlone or Tramadol? This is what I mean. This is what I mean. But yeah, Sweden's a different place, you know. Fuck, you know. Nadias were telling me that in Sweden, you've got man selling alcohol. Like they deal alcohol because Nadia, correct me if I'm wrong, but I swear you said you can't buy alcohol after a certain time, or you can't buy certain alcohols in Sweden. So I think Nadia was saying something like, because she lived in Sweden, you can't buy alcohol after a certain time, or you can't buy certain alcohols or whatever. Right. So AY London said people drinking that lean stuff. What is lean stuff? You're gonna have to explain that to me, and then I can tell you what my thoughts are on that. So yeah, if you just write down in the comment box below, AY London, what the lean stuff is, and then I could tell you what my thoughts are, because I probably know, but I just don't understand that word, the lean stuff. Oh, okay. Right, I've just searched it, right? So it looks like it's so a combination between prescription grade cough syrup and with a soft drink hard candy. Right. Yeah, so my man, so we got a new man in there. Let me put him in the shout out. Um fucking dog next door, man. I'm telling you. Right, so it's all the same shit, innit? Yeah, it's just people being more creative with drugs. Yeah, if it's a concoction of all these little foolishness and that, yeah, but it's just the same as like that hooch. I'm not saying it's the same thing, like but hooch, like man are just making up drugs. It's all to just get a high. Yeah. When I was watching that 60 Days In, the girls were making this. I can't remember what the fuck the drug was, what it was called, but anyway, they used to just mash up. So they used to mash up prescription drugs, yeah, or whatever. Like let's say like paracetamol, add coffee to it, and then add some other stuff, and then they made that a drug or whatever in it. Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all foolishness. I'm not getting involved in none of that. Not playing those games. Drugs. Like, don't you feel low as a person doing drugs? Like me, I would feel like I'm a lower standard of human being. I feel like I'm lowering my standards. I want to be able to look at myself the same if I done drugs. Even my mum, yeah, like my mum knows Jay is a sober man. Yeah, he's been sober his whole life. Yeah, my mum loves me. Yeah, and my mum respects me. But if I came home, like imagine now, I don't live with my mum no more, innit? My mum don't see me. Yeah, I talk to my mum on the phone. My mum don't see me. If I came home and I said to my mum, like I smoke weed now, my mum would look at me a different way, She was still, like parents, unconditional love, whatever, innit? Even if you're on crack, they'll still love you, whatever, innit? Yeah. My mum would definitely be disappointed in me, 100%, 100%. Yeah, because immediately, my mum knows what type of values I stand for. My mum knows what type of man I am. Yeah. My mum knows that means Jay would have lowered his standards in life. Yeah, Jay ain't at the same. Yeah, he ain't the same grade of human being no more. Yeah, I still love my son, blah 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 blah. Innit? Yeah, but nah, you fell off, man. Even if I'm still going to work, even if I'm still maintaining my property yeah, my mum knows what makes me like that. That's kind of gone out the window a bit, right? Jay ain't the same. That ain't the same son that left my house. Yeah, couple months ago, or within a year's time, I'll go home and I tell mum, yeah, I bun weed now, mum. My mum will look at me like, nah, that's not the same. That's not the same Jay that left. Yeah, that left the house, innit? Yeah. Oh, come on, fam. Come on, blood. Man's talking about people's parents are on that stuff as well. But man, listen. I feel like I've lived for 50 years, innit? The amount of life experience I've got and things I've seen, yeah, is like there's certain man have to be 40 years old to have seen these stuff or whatever, innit? I know, man. I know, man, who used to still do. What am I talking about? Used to still do sell weed from their house. Yeah, man are selling weed from their house. Yeah, man are cutting up fucking cues and man are cutting up 9 bars in their kitchen. Yeah, look, ain't no hard drugs, ain't crack or heroin, but man are cutting up 9 bars. Man are cutting up cues and shit. Yeah, of Thai weed. Yeah. On their fucking chopping board with a fucking, a knife, boom. A man's son has now jumped on selling weed, yeah? Right, a man's son selling weed. Then a man's son started selling crack and heroin and that, yeah? Then a man's son goes to jail, yeah? And when the man's son's about to come out of jail, the man is saying, I hope he stays on the right path when he comes out of jail. It's like, hold on a minute, fam. Bruv, a man, you have basically, I've seen the same man sell weed to his son as well. Like sell him a big bit. Like, here's an O. Yeah, you owe me £200 or whatever, innit? Yeah. And the man wonders why his son has started selling crack and heroin or whatever, innit? Yeah. But man need to understand, young people of today, they're ambitious, yeah? Yeah, they're going to start selling weed. It ain't going to stop there, innit? Yeah, them man are going to sell crack and heroin or whatever, innit? And man are going to get bagged for it, yeah? You get found with 20 pebs on you, whatever, 10 light, 10 dark, 10 white, 10 dark, whatever, in it, yeah? You're going to jail for two, do one, yeah? You walking around, yeah, and you're selling crack and heroin, yeah? You're walking around with 2 years, yeah? That's a two, do one, yeah? I know plenty of men in jail, two, do one, yeah? You get found with drugs on you that you're about to sell, whatever, innit? Yeah, that's a two, do one. I know, man. Fuck, oh, fucking hell, too many stories. I know, man. Yeah, they raided this spot, whatever, innit? Yeah, found a few drugs. Yeah, like not much. Yeah, not to say that this guy's been shipping drugs in or nothing like that, innit? Yeah, but little pebbles here and there, whatever, innit? Yeah. He knew he was gonna get bagged. Do you know what he did? He injected heroin into his system, went to the police station, handed himself in and said, oh, the reason why you guys raided the house and found the drugs is because obviously I'm a drug addict. Yeah. Check my blood, whatever in it. Yeah, I've got drugs in my system. This is the shit that a man are doing to not get caught selling drugs. The police have licked down your door, licked down your, like, ran up in your spot, found drugs in there, but didn't find you. You've been informed by such and such people then that the police have raided the yard. So you've had to inject drugs into you so that when the police do catch up on you, because obviously they found your drugs, so you're guilty. Oh, I can prove that I'm not a drug dealer because I'm a drug addict. That's why I've got this stuff. This is the shit man are doing to bust case. Anyway, the same man that I know who was selling weed and all this and that to his son, yeah, it's the same man. I met a youth, right, in jail who went to my school before, innit, yeah? And he's one of them bad white boys, yeah? You know them man that get kicked out of school from year 7, yeah? You don't even see a man in year 8 or 9, yeah? Man's out of school from year 7, yeah? Man not even in classes. Man's just always in internal exclusion, always excluded, always in, yeah, like detention after school and that, anyone. Bad youth. Anyway, bumped into him in prison. I remember when I first arrived at ISIS, H&P ISIS, SE28 Thamesmead, didn't it? Yeah, right opposite Belmarsh. Yeah, chatting to him. Yeah, we're in the waiting room or whatever, innit? Yeah, and I knew he knew someone I know, innit? Older man that I know, innit? Yeah, he told me, right, this man that he knew, right, used to work with young people, whatever, innit? Yeah, he told me he used to drive around with this older man. So this white boy, who's an impressionable white boy, yeah, easily influenced, yeah, because he's young, yeah, used to drive around with an older man who was supposed to be like a care worker for young people. If you're a care worker for young people, you're supposed to be influencing young people in the right way, yeah, not in the bad way, yeah, in the right way. This young person is driving around with someone who's supposed to be influencing him in the right way. He's driving around with him on the lunch breaks, whatever, in it, yeah, during the day, licking shots. You heard it right, yeah. A man is drug dealing with a young person in his car with him, yeah, who he's supposed to be looking after. Who they're an impressionable young person, the type of young person who they live in a home, yeah. Their parents don't want them. They're homeless, whatever, in it. They live in a home. They live in sheltered accommodation. Yeah, they might have a foster parent or whatever, in it. Yeah? This man's supposed to be driving this kid around, telling him stories about, you know, I know this person, they were on drugs before, and this is how their life turned out. So you don't jump on drugs. You stay far away from drugs. Nah, instead, he's driving around with this youth in the car, licking shots. This is the same man who's selling drugs to his son. People are insane, fam. Yeah, you're saying that your friend told you that she was hella high in front of her dad and he didn't even clock. The dad was probably on drugs himself. That's probably why I didn't even clock. Listen, you never know. There might be one day that I drink alcohol and I get drunk. That's the day I get married, and I'm never getting married, so it's never fucking happening, yeah? Nah, just joking, but I ain't getting married at all anyway. But that's for our next video, yeah? But I definitely ain't doing no drugs. I ain't drinking, man. Nah. I don't need to drink alcohol or do drugs to have fun. And I definitely don't need it. if I'm in problems, I don't need it to escape any problems. Yeah? I'm gonna fight my problems. I'm gonna deal with my problems head on. Yeah? Because the problems won't disappear. Yeah, they will still remain there. So the drugs are only gonna do worse. Yeah, because you're spending money that you don't need to. Your body's not functioning the way it's supposed to function. Yeah, you're polluting your mind. You're clouding your brain. But yeah, AY London said that yeah, people are plugging and stuff. Yeah, there's bear man plugging stuff in jail and stuff. So I weren't in ISIS that long, whatever. I was only there for 6 weeks. But yeah, I smelt weed now and then and stuff like that. So obviously people are getting drugs in and shit like that. And apparently there's more drugs in jail than fucking than out on the street, apparently, isn't it? Yeah, like when they say there's more drugs in jail than there is on the street, there's probably more drugs amongst a smaller amount of people. That fucking dog again, I swear. In like the ratio, right? In the world, there's probably more people on drugs in jail than there is in the world, obviously, innit? So I think that's what when they say there's more drugs in jail than there is out on the street, it's probably the ratio, yeah, the amount of drugs to people, right? So that's probably why they say there's more drugs in jail than out on the street, because that can't physically be possible. So what they mean by that is probably there's more people on drugs in jail than there is out on the street. One second. So yeah, I don't need no drugs to escape my problems. I'm gonna face my problems head on, man. I'll probably continue this live stream for another 12 minutes. I'll round it off an hour and a half. Yeah, man are doing horse tranquilizer. It's mad out here. Man. Ketamine, I think. Yeah, they call it. Yeah, ketamine. Hey. No, I won't be here in 30 minutes now, dear man. Maybe, you never know, innit? All right. So a man's asking about what I think about drill music, innit? Now, I did answer this question yesterday, but it's fine. Even if you've heard me, or even if you've asked me a question before, you can ask me the same question again. It's cool, whatever, innit? Yeah. So drill music. So, yeah, I don't. No, I probably will finish this live stream before you come back, and we'll see in it. Yeah? Right. So the drill music. So I like drill music, innit? As I was saying yesterday, I was listening to one track. It's called RV Talk is Cheap. I wanted to make that. I wanted to make that track like my introduction track to the stream, but I don't know if YouTube are going to demonetize it or whatever. And yeah, so we'll see. I think after I finish this stream, I'm gonna do a quick live stream, yeah, and I'm gonna play that tune in the back and see if it gets demonetized. Yeah? And if it don't, then I'll play it like now and then. That'll be like one of my tunes, whatever, innit? Or I might fluctuate and have different tunes as like my introduction or whatever, innit? But anyway, boom. So the drill music. So I like drill music, yeah. I listen to Couple Man and that. And people say, oh, drill music makes people violent and makes people want to go out and kill people and stuff like that. That's only a small minority of people that it makes wanting to go out and kill people. At the end of the day, right, the drill music isn't bad. People are bad. There's plenty of men out here who listen to drill music and don't go out and stab people. Yeah? The people that listen to drill music and go out and stab people, they're already on that shit. Yeah? They're already a violent person. Yeah? I don't believe there's anyone out here who has not been on the road before. They're a good youth, and because they listen to 1-2 drill tracks, now they're a gangbanger. Yeah. Anyone that does that, right? Anyone who is a good youth, they listen to 1-2 drill tunes and go out and start gangbanging, they get taken off the road straight away. You ain't like that, fam. You ain't built like that. Right? You will find out. You will find out. The drill music, bro. Yeah, it can get you in a bad mood or whatever, innit? But that ain't gonna turn you into a gangbanger. You are already like that, fam. Yeah? You already like that. Let me add you to the thing as well. You already like that. As man said, yeah, before, yeah. The music I grew up on was this, yeah. Oh, we're talking about what the music I grew up on was back in what, boom, 2010, 2011, yeah? So what, 2011, 210, yeah? So 210, 211. So man used to listen to Sneak Bowl. Like I don't listen to Sneak Bowl now. I don't like Sneak Bowl's music now. I don't feel his music now, innit, yeah? But I used to listen to Sneak Bowl back in the Gas Gang days, innit, yeah? So man used to listen to Sneak Bowl, obviously Gas Gang, because obviously Sneak Bowl was Gas Gang. Used to listen to SI, so obviously Snap, Butch, yeah. I used to listen to PYG, yeah. So, well, obviously Tiny Boost was in jail for a long time, innit? So I didn't really listen to much Tiny Boost or whatever, innit? Because he was in jail for most of the time, innit? Yeah. But I used to listen to Stigs, obviously CS, Tiny Size, and them lot from PYG and that. And then when they turn into Anti and GMG, it's all the same thing, innit? Yeah. So yeah, I used to listen to PYG, Anti, GMG, SI, Gas Gang, obviously Sneak Bowl and that. And because they were beefing as well, obviously it was interesting as well, wasn't it? Because you used to hear them chat about man in diss tracks and oh yeah, I'm doing this to your cousin and all them things there. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, when I used to listen to that music, yeah, I was on it, but I was on it already. Like that used to, yeah, that gassed me, yeah, but that didn't turn me from a good you into someone who wanted to go out and do badness. I was already like that, right? So yeah, the drill music and that, yeah, it can get you angry and enhance that anger in you and make you want to go out and do that stuff. But you're already like that. That don't turn a good you into a bad you. Yeah. I just think, people they always want to blame, always push the blame onto other things and stuff when they need to look at the individuals as the problem. Yeah. The reason why young black people are killing each other on the street, it's got nothing to do with Margaret Thatcher closing the community centres or them putting guns, quote unquote, on the street. Yeah. People are bad and they're going out and doing bad stuff. Yeah. No one makes no one go out and rob a bank. Yeah. Well, what's the excuse for people robbing banks? Oh, the banks have money in it. It's all an excuse. All an excuse, man. The drill music don't make no one go out and fucking kill people. Yeah. They're already a bad person. Yeah, it can enhance it and make them maybe a little bit badder if you want to call it that. But at the end of the day, they are a bad person. Yeah. But yeah, so back in the day, man, used to Sneak Bowl, Gas Gang, SI, PYG. Used to watch DVDs like Street Selected and that. Yeah, that Street Selected was bad as well because all if you don't know about Street Selected, it was one old DVD back in the day, like 2009, 2010, 2011, and the people that in that DVD, all they used to do, the guy who used to run it used to just go to different ends and basically he used to just basically show man pulling out and doing all this mad stuff. Street Selective was so ratchet. I even put a snippet of that video in one of the Street Selective videos in my video, and man are riding out. The man's really made a DVD and made a video of man them riding out on their ops. They're going to this ends and riding out on a man and stuff. And so yeah, I don't think they need to ban drill music or nothing like that. What films do I rate? Um, so my favorite film of all time is The Terminator, isn't it? Yeah, like The Terminator. That's my favorite film of all time. Yeah, like even like that film's fucking old, fam. Yeah, but it's my favorite film of all time, innit? My best friend, my closest friend, Reese. Yeah, shout out my brother Reese. Yeah, you know who you are, fam. Um, Him and I will just send stuff now and then about the Terminator or whatever, because we were kids and we used to watch the Terminator when we were kids. Like I'm talking about like 7, 8 years old, younger than that or whatever. Innit? So it's kind of like bringing back our childhood, isn't it? Yeah, the Terminator, innit? Yeah. But even when I was in a gang, yeah, even when I was on the street doing foolishness, for some strange reason, I never was into gangster movies. I never liked them. Yeah, I've never been into gangster movies or nothing like that. Why the fuck? Anyway, I've never been into gangster movies or nothing like that. Like Paid in Full, I don't like that film. Yeah, so all them gangster movies and stuff like that. And I know, man, they get gassed off Paid in Full and all this foolishness. I've never been into that bullshit. Yeah, I've never been into gangster movies. I don't know. It don't gas me up or nothing like that. Boys in the Hood. I've never been interested in those films and that. Or what's that film back in the day with Ice Cube? I can't remember. Was it NWA or something? I can't remember what that film was with Ice Cube back in the day. But all them gangster movies, never been interested in them, man. Straight Out of Compton. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's the film, Straight Out of Compton. I've never been interested in those kind of films. I don't know why. And the lifestyle I was living replicated that closer than most people who were viewing it. But I'd never been interested. Like my life was more similar to that than the average person watching it. But I've never been interested in those films. I don't know why. I don't know why. I like sci-fi action movies. So I hate action movies. Like I don't like action movies. Like I've seen films like Shoot 'em Up and that, and I'm not interested in them films there or nothing like that, innit? Yeah. But sci-fi action movies, so like Aliens, obviously the Terminator, that's a sci-fi action. Man, like that. I like older films, innit? I'm not really interested in the latest films, stuff like that. I like films that are like thrillers as well. So I like films that are like they get your mind thinking, or they're very suspenseful films. Um, there's one film with Liam Neeson where he's on a plane, Flight Plan. Yeah, that film there. I like that film, Flight Plan. That's like a thriller. It's an exciting film. You're constantly thinking, okay, what's going to happen next, or who's the person, or whatever. There's a film called Devil where they're locked in a lift. So I like horror films as well. Yeah. Next time you come to my house, Nadia, we're gonna watch that film Devil. Actually, yeah. There's a film called Devil where you got four people locked in an elevator, and one of them's the devil, and the lights in the elevator black out, and then someone always ends up dead or whatever. That's a good fucking film. I like horror films as well because I like to always be on edge, like, oh, what's gonna happen next and shit like that. Um, Right, so Power and Top Boy. I've never seen Power before, but I've seen Top Boy and I like Top Boy, innit? Yeah. Again, it's the same thing with the drill music. Yeah. Top Boy is not going to influence no one who doesn't really want to live that lifestyle. Yeah. Top Boy is not going to influence a good youth and make him jump on the road and start being a gangbanger or a street man. Yeah. Because what's going to happen? He ain't going to last long. Yeah. He's just going to get taken off the road. Yeah. Something's gonna happen. One man box him in his face, and he's like, you know what? Let me tap out. Right? Top Boy is only gonna influence and gas up people who are really like that. Yeah, all he's gonna do is maybe enhance their bad behavior in it. But the people who are not like that ain't gonna do nothing for them in it. Yeah. So the people that are going out like, yeah, I watch Top Boy, that's it. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they already like that anyway. They really like that anyway. But Top Boy, I like the program, innit? See, you lot all flinging these programs, you know. So man are flinging fucking what Power. I ain't seen that. Top Boy, I ain't seen that. I've seen Top Boy, should I say? Sorry. Prison Break, Breaking Bad. Man, don't watch TV. I don't watch TV, fam. I ain't got time to watch TV. Yeah? The only time I fling on the TV is at night time. Yeah, I like to always put something on just to make me go to sleep. And even yesterday, I didn't even put nothing on. Yeah, I didn't bother put nothing on in it. And I'll just watch, like, there's one program I watch called Survivor, man. A man just surviving in the wilderness, yeah, on his own. And I watch that before I go to sleep or whatever, innit? But I don't watch TV or nothing like that. Apparently, Prison Break's a good one, though. Obviously showing how he breaks out all these different prisons and shit like that. My mum, so when I was watching 60 Days In, that was one program I did watch before. When I was watching 60 Days In, I was telling my mum about 60 Days In and that. And I was telling my mum, and I'm sure I made a video about this, like, basically, the reason why a lot of people reoffend in the UK is because the prison system's too soft, and it's too easy, isn't it? Yeah? But you go to jail, man, all got TV in their cell. Yeah, there's just bare man on the wing just like you. It's like youth club for big boys or whatever, innit? Yeah? Prison in the UK is easy. The worst thing about it is having to do the time behind the door. But just like the prison experience itself, unless you're in a fight with a man every other day or whatever, yeah, it's not really going to be a rough time. It's just more boredom. It's just more, oh, I could be doing this if I was on the street or whatever, innit? I'm locked up in this fucking cage, this fucking zoo. I can't even go to the shop to buy Snickers. I can't even go to the shop to buy a Ribena or whatever, innit? But let me see this comment on. I don't know what. So it's called Inside Number One. I've never heard of it. But yeah, my mom was telling me that in Prison Break, the guy went to prison in Mexico or somewhere like that. And the reason why she told me this is because I was watching a couple of videos about the worst prisons around the world in history. Bro, even modern times, we're not talking about history. Them prisons in Mexico, El Salvador, yeah, them prisons there, bro, they're fucking dangerous, blood. Yeah, I was watching them prison programs in Mexico, El Salvador, and these places like that. Bro, I was getting intimidated just fucking watching it. I'm putting myself in that position. But them prisons are so dangerous. Yeah, the prison guards tell people to walk around with a knife just to keep yourself safe. Yeah, you must walk around with a knife at all times. Them man, they're giving out knives, yeah, so you can protect yourself. The prison guards don't even enter the prison. Yeah? The prison is just to house the dangerous people, right, and make sure they don't escape. After that, anything that goes on inside the prison, yeah, it's up to the prisoners. They run the prison, yeah. They cook the food. They organize. They run everything. Yeah. The prison guards, they're scared to go inside the prisons, yeah, inside because it's just too dangerous. The people there are too dangerous. They're mad. Yeah. And I think to myself, fuck, you know, like if that was the punishment for committing crimes in the UK, we would have less people committing crimes in the UK if we had to go to a prison like fucking in Mexico, El Salvador, Colombia. But I've seen mad videos, man are hacking man up, man are chopping man are, yeah, killing man in prison. Now people get killed in prison in the UK and stuff like that, obviously, innit? But in them prisons there, stabbings daily, yeah, murders fortnightly, yeah. Man are getting bodied in jail all the time, yeah. Man are getting killed on every 2 weeks and shit like that in the prison. Yeah? It's mad. It's mad. Those prisons there is fucking, they're mad. They're mad, man. I don't want to go back to prison full stop, but I would never want to go to one of those prisons in El Salvador or Colombia or Mexico. They're people, they're crazy. They are mad in those prisons, fam. Yeah, the prison system is too. Yeah, once you're in, you never come out. Some of them prisons, so some of them man there that go to them prisons there, right? They don't make it out. Hold on, where's it gone? Some of them man that go to them prisons, they don't make it out. They don't make it out because they get murdered in the prison. Yeah, them man don't make it out because they get murdered in the prison. Right. So do you think prisons? Let's see this comment. Do you think prisons could work better if they try to rehabilitate people more to get them ready for the outside? Oh, that's a tough question, man. I don't know, innit? Like from my experience, I went in prison for a long time, man. So I don't know what it's like to be in prison for 5, 10 years or whatever, innit? But how are they really gonna rehabilitate these people, man? They've been in a box for 5, 10 years. Yeah, they've lost touch with what's going on in the outside world. And I think it's just something that they're gonna have to learn again, how to just do normal stuff. I don't know, like they put you on these silly courses and stuff like that, but are they really gonna work? That conflict resolution and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know about this prison rehabilitation thing, man. I think one good thing that they do in prison is teach people. You can go on courses to do trades and stuff. I've heard man gone in prison and become plumbers and stuff like that. But I don't know how they if it would actually work if they really did try to rehabilitate people, man. There's some people they're in prison because they generally committed a crime and they didn't really mean it. They might have killed someone in a fight or something like that. Yeah, that person will come out and not reoffend again. But there's some man they're just in and out of prison, in and out of prison, in and out of prison. They're just checking in and checking out like it's a fucking hotel. There's certain men, right? They will go to jail, be in and out of jail, and when they come back, they're like, "Boys, I'm back. Like I'm back." Yeah, there's certain man they just in and out of jail. There's certain man they're doing 10 years, right? And they've seen the same person go in and come out, go in and come out 3, 4 times throughout their 10-year sentence. There's certain man they love jail because, as I said before, certain these men, right? Jail is like youth club for them. Yeah, it's like youth club for big boys. Yeah. You go out on the exercise yard in the morning, man are in the corner, burning weed, telling man stories about how they mash up this chick a couple years ago on the road. Yeah. How they smacked out this youth and that, or telling man a story about this and that. It's just a joke. It's a joke, man. But yeah, there's certain man, they've been in jail for 6 years and they come out and they don't even know how to cross the road because they didn't go to a Cat D prison, so they weren't allowed out. There's certain man they go to a Cat D prison, and they're allowed out on the weekend. Now I met a youth one time. He was out for the weekend, and he had to go back to prison maybe Sunday night or Monday or something like that. Yeah? But certain man, and obviously you can only get to Cat D prison if you've got good behaviour. So no fights, no burning weed, no banging out on the ops, nothing like that. Yeah. You need to have good behavior for a prolonged period of time to get Cat D. Now, when I was only in there for 6 weeks, so there was no Cat D for me or nothing like that. I'm in there for toilet time or whatever, innit? Toilet time is a short period of time, whatever, innit? But if you're in jail for 5, 6 years and you don't get a Cat D, meaning you're not allowed out of prison, bro, the outside world is going to be different, yeah? Especially if you don't have a phone, yeah? you're contacting man on a regular basis and shit like that, or well, you don't have no privileges, so you can use a phone. Certain man, they have no privileges in prison. Certain man, they're on block, yeah, all the time, because all they do is fight, man. So they don't get no privileges. And so if you're not in a Cat D prison, when you get to leave prison on a weekend basis, I don't know, maybe you get one. I don't know how Cat D works because I don't know anyone who's been in Cat D. I know plenty of man who've been in jail, but not Cat D or whatever, innit? Yeah. But let's say they let you out on a weekend, or let's say they let you out once a month. Yeah, they ain't getting to experience the outside world. Because some man come out of jail, they don't even know how to cross the road. They don't know what's going on outside. Yeah, but yeah, when I was watching this program talking about the top 10 world's most dangerous prisons or worst prisons, there was one prison in Africa. What's one? You know, let me find out this country in it. Yeah? It's one of them. I don't know. Let me see the map of Africa. One sec. You know, it might take too long. There's one. There's one country in Africa, right? They had a prison, right? Fuck the element of it being dangerous, yeah. You might die because you'll catch a disease. Yeah? The prison was so overpopulated. Let me see if I can find it now. The prison was so overpopulated, right? Um, was it Zambia? It might have been Zambia. I'm not too sure. I don't think it was Uganda. But yeah, I think it was there was a prison in Zambia like this happened years ago. The prison was so overpopulated, right? There was nowhere for anyone to even lie on the floor. Fuck sleeping in a bed. Yeah, that ain't even a possibility. Yeah, the prison was so overpopulated. Man, them couldn't even sit on the floor. Man, them couldn't even lie on the floor. They had to constantly stand because there was just no space to even sit on the fucking floor. Yeah? The rate of people dying, there were people dying, yeah, 3, 4 men dying a day because of the place being unsanitary. Yeah, the place was filthy. There were rats constantly running throughout the prison and shit like that. Yeah, other prisons and shit like that on this countdown top 10 worst prisons in history. They're all fucking riots and like 50 man, 100 man dead. Yeah, madness like that. I see what my man's saying. So hold on. So he said, yeah, I saw some video. Yeah, yeah, there are. See, this is the thing, right? When you go to jail, yeah, the reason why a lot of people reoffend when they go to prison is because they don't understand that they're in prison for crimes that they've committed. There's plenty of men in jail. They still think they're innocent. Yeah, they still think it's the government that put themselves there. They don't realize it was their actions, yeah, that put them in prison. Yeah? Now, obviously, there are some men out there and some women out there who are innocent. Yeah, every now and then there will be that one person out of 100 who's actually innocent, right? And somehow they weren't able, their innocence wasn't proved, right? But most men are in jail for crimes they did commit, right? But they don't want to admit that to themselves. They just think, oh, it just happened. No, fam. No, fam, you are a criminal, fam. Your intentions are bad. Yeah, you are a bad person. Yeah, and the reason why they reoffend is because they don't realize it's you, fam. It's you that's putting yourself in prison. Ain't Margaret Thatcher, ain't the government, fam. Just because there's guns out on the street, quote unquote, yeah, you picked up that gun. You went to my man's house. You blazed him. Yeah. And Tony Blair, fucking David Cameron, what's the other woman's name? Ah, fuck. I can't remember. What was the last Prime Minister's name? I can't remember her name. Boris Johnson. They ain't telling you, yeah. Go on Blaze, man, and stuff like that. No, you, fam. Bro, you sold that car. Yeah? No one else, fam. When I was doing foolishness on the street, no one was telling me to do this stuff. If anything, people were telling me not to. Now, I have come across people who they fucking, I don't want to say they belong in prison, but they need to their jobs need to, they can't have, they can't be in a position where that they're in. Yeah, they're not allowed to have that job no more. Innit? I met a man when I was in fucking youth offending. A man's from South London, I'm from North London, innit? From Edmonton, innit? Yeah. My youth offending service was in Edmonton as well, it was in my area, innit? Yeah. Top of Bouncers Road. I met a man and he was saying, like, yeah, I don't know what he was, I think Greek, but he was born here or whatever, innit? Yeah. Yeah. You boys from around here, you lot aren't bad boys, yeah? The real bad boys are where I'm from, yeah? South London. They don't talk, they just stab. So an impressionable 16, 17-year-old who's trying to, yeah, build up a name for himself is hearing that, okay, because everyone wants to be the baddest around, obviously. Yeah. So if them man in them areas down, Quay down there, yeah, are not talking, they just stab him. Raw. We need to bring that to our area, innit? Yeah, like, yeah, man, they must stab him, man, already, but there might be a bit of chat between or whatever, innit? Yeah, or nah, you know what? Fuck it. We need to just stop talking. We just not stabbing, man, bro. That's what a man is telling a young, impressionable 16/17-year-old person in youth offending who is gang affiliated that the gangs in his area, they don't talk, they just stab. Now, maybe if he just made the statement, it's a lot worse in South London, they don't talk, they just stab or whatever. Innit? But the fact that you're telling me you boys around here aren't bad, yeah? In my area, they talk, they just stab. Like, you're trying to, bro, you're basically glorifying what they're doing. And you're a youth worker. You're a man in a position who could be influencing young people in the right way, but you're influencing young people in the wrong way. You're telling them not to talk. You're telling them to just stab people. And these are the people who are supposed to be in control of helping to rehabilitate young people. So come on, fam. Come on, blood. Yeah. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, right, there's just people in this world, man. They're just destined to fuck up their lives and be failures or whatever. Innit? But there ain't no one on the JY's TV show, so who's watching the JY's TV? Innit? We all gotta make it. You know what I mean? But the only way to stop doing crime and that is to change your mindset. Yeah? As man said already, there's certain man, yeah, they won't be able to hold down that 9 to 5 job after selling drugs because they've come from a lifestyle where they're earning a certain amount of money, and when they're earning shit money now, 1,300 a month, yeah, when they was earning 1,300 in 2 days, they're gonna think to themselves, you know what, I was earning this money before, and their mind hasn't really changed. Yeah, they end up relapsing and they just go back to fucking selling drugs and that. Yeah, it's sad, man. But boy, you want to change your life around, it starts up here first. Yeah? Look at yourself and think to yourself, well, maybe if I didn't carry that gun, yeah, maybe I wouldn't be doing a 2.5 years. Yeah, you carry a gun, I don't know what it is now. Maybe they upped it, they increased it. But back in the day, if you carry a gun, you're going to jail for 2.5 years, isn't it? Yeah? Met pure man in prison who are in jail for straps. Yeah, the strap not even loaded, blood. Yeah, ain't even got no shells in the thing. Yeah, man are in jail for 2.5 years for carrying a gun that was empty. So your intention was even to do nothing, which is good. Yeah, which is good. But your intention was to do nothing, and now you're in jail for 2.5 years for. If you got a gun that ain't loaded, you're basically carrying around a piece of metal. So you've gone to jail for a piece of metal. How stupid is that? Man are carrying around guns like it's a joke. I know man who have turned up to funerals. Why are you bringing your gun to a funeral for? This is a fucking joke. That's a disrespect to the deceased. Disrespect to the deceased. Man are going to funeral with fucking yeah, fucking knife down their trousers and shit. Yeah. Now I put my hands up. Yeah, I had to. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it because it's a live stream, innit? Yeah, but I said it in a video already anyway. Yeah, but I had to arm myself with something, yeah, ain't no gun or nothing, yeah, but I had to arm myself with something to go to a job interview, yeah, literally, like I had it in my laptop bag, yeah, I was using my laptop bag as a briefcase, yeah, had to arm myself because the area that I was going to, it was an op block, so imagine a Peckham from Yellow Brick Estate having to go to Angel Town in Brixton, yeah, for a job interview, it was like that, yeah, and I had problems with one person on that estate, yeah. And if you have a problem with one person on that estate, you have a problem with the whole of the estate, yeah. But I needed to go for this job interview, yeah? And yeah, lucky I didn't see no one or nothing like that, innit? But you know, there weren't no running, yeah. This estate is like a fucking fortress, yeah. They would have caught man in it, so running is not an option, yeah. Man, I'm gonna have to stand and defend myself wherever, yeah. But I would never carry nothing again or nothing like that, yeah. But that was back when I was 19. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man. I've had to, not go out to parties and raves and stuff like that with man because man are telling me, oh shit, fam, I forgot my Rambo. Fam, what do you mean you forgot your Rambo? What do you mean, fam, you're carrying out, you're taking a knife out with you to go to a rave? But you got you though, fam. Man are really going out to raves and bringing their knife with them, but they got a kid at home. So, first of all, if they get caught with a knife, let alone stab someone, yeah, they ain't seeing their kid for a little while. Because you carry a knife, I don't know, I think you get 6 months or something like that. I'm not really too sure. But you carry a knife, you're getting 6 months or something like that. So you ain't gonna potentially see your youth for 6 months, let alone stab someone. You stab someone, yeah, grievous body harm, whatever, but you're getting 5 years, yeah. Plus the man that's with you, joint enterprise, yeah, that's got bare man in prison, yeah. I met one youth from Catford in prison. He was with a bunch of man. They went to a rave. I think they sprayed someone with a Mac 10 or something like that. He's in prison now just for being there. Just for being there. And I know this youth was not like that. This youth was not like that. This guy, yeah, is fucking doing man's hair in prison. You serious, fam? You really got a man sitting on a chair and you're plaiting man's hair, fam. Are you a gal or something like that? Are you a girl? Yeah. And use a man that's involved in a shooting. Yeah? Joint enterprise is not a fucking joke. It's not a joke. There's plenty of man in jail riding 20 years and shit, and they didn't even stab no one or nothing like that. But you know what? You was there, fam. Yeah, you was there. So that's why I couldn't go out with this person no more because I'll be the driver of the car. I'm in a car with a man that has a knife. We're driving through certain areas, right? I don't know who's got beef with whatever, and I ain't him. Yeah, he's jumped out of a car, boom, stabbed someone. Whether he's ran back to my car or not, yeah. When they look at the CCTV evidence, yeah, in court, when the jury looks at the CCTV evidence, yeah, it's gonna look like we was riding out. Yeah, we was riding out. Whether he came back to the car or not, he might have panicked and went this way, that way, ran through the park, whatever, innit, yeah. They saw him leave my car. I'm getting bagged. Told you already in the other live stream. There's a you, good you. He's not a bad person, nothing like that. He was just rolling with the wrong people. Yeah, sweet boy. Yeah, he's in the car. He's the driver of a car. There's man in the car with a gun. Yeah, the police stop the car. All of them get bagged. Yeah, because they can't put the place who's the person who's holding the gun or whatever. Everyone's getting bagged. Yeah, certain man might get a lesser sentence or whatever, but everyone's getting bagged. So all you was doing was literally driving around a car, but because you had the wrong people in the back, yeah, you are facing similar charges to the people them in the back because you were the driver of a car because a gun was found in your car. Well, you know a man like that, yeah, yeah. If you know a man like that, or you know someone who's hanging around the wrong person, yeah, I beg you send this video to them. Yeah, beg you But I'll round it off with 2 hours. Yeah. If you know someone who's rolling with the wrong people, especially if they're not like that, I beg you send this video to them. Yeah. But you can end up in jail for a long time just being in the wrong place with the wrong people. Yeah. You could end up dead because you're with the wrong person. Yeah. At the wrong time. You might have got some funky names, you know, HUH. But anyway, where you from, fam? HUH, where you from? Might not even all be. You might not even all be from the UK. I've got a couple of people listening from America and that. Maybe not on this live stream, but some of my subbies are from America. Man in Australia, I've got one gal in Germany and that. So, you know, man's going global, you're done now. But yeah, obviously, like London's crazy, yeah, but obviously there's a lot more worse places around. Obviously, you've got like Chicago and that place was fucking crazy, man. I think like 40 people got killed in a night or something like that, or in a day or a week or something like that. There's one place that was bad though, Murder Mile in Upper Clapton Road, E5. That place, I think, like in a few years. Oh, Birmingham. Okay, cool, Birmingham. Still, yeah. Yeah, Murder Mile. In Upper Clapton Road, Murder Mile. That place was a dangerous place back in the day. Like, I think like 7 people got killed on that one road within like 3 years or something like that. Yeah, I've been Birmingham one time on my own accord. I think I've only ever been Birmingham once anyway. Maybe as a child, and I can't remember I've been to Birmingham, but I've been to Birmingham one time. About 2 years ago, I decided, you know what, let me go Birmingham. So from London, I rode my motorbike to my house that I'm in now in Northampton. That was like my halfway pit stop. Then from Northampton, I think I took the M4 or the M6 or something like that to Birmingham. I went there some place called Bullring, or something like that. I didn't go inside, but I know like in Birmingham, like around wherever I was, there was a Nando's. I just had Nando's, and then from Birmingham I went straight back to London. But I never want to do that ride again without any pit stops, man. But yeah, Birmingham's all right. It's just London, the same thing as London, really, innit? You still got foolishness going on in Birmingham, the same way you got foolishness going on in London. Yeah, same shit in it. Like certain time, like, also when I was in Birmingham, I was observing the people them around, didn't it? Yeah, and the man them just look same as the man them. You could just tell them man are on the same energy as some of the man them in London anyway. But one thing as well, back in the day, I got one friend. Don't chat to him no more, innit? Yeah. Oh, okay, you're a rider, yeah. Oh, let me put my man's name in the thing. So Justin Squares. What was I going to say? Can't remember what I was fucking going to say now. Yeah, so basically, I had a friend before, innit, and he said, if you ever go to Birmingham, you'll get moved to. I said, why? He said, oh, I don't know. I think back in the day, them man, they were just on clout chasing, just want to beat up man from London, just to say that they beat up a man from London. Like, some madness. Like, if a man from Birmingham came to London, we would not give a fuck about him. We wouldn't want to beat up no one from Birmingham or nothing like that, just because he's from Birmingham. We don't give a fuck, fam. We don't give a fuck. I don't know if it's like that now. I don't know if they think like that now. But one thing, before I go, the thing I hate about social media now, especially with the YouTube thing, and like the Instagram and that. Like back in the day, yeah, the only way, right, you would know about man from London, like if it's only if you're in that, yeah, you're in that kind of mix, yeah. Like MySpace weren't that big like that back in the day where like everyone was on it and shit like that in here. So you didn't know no one in here. Nah, bro, I'm walking around fucking Northampton. I've got youths, yeah, they're talking like they're from London. They're listening to drill music on their phone and shit. I'm like, raw, like this is what social media has done. Like the Londoners, we've lost like our, how to say, like our exclusivity now. Like, you know, it's almost like everyone's kind of like I don't know, man. It's hard to explain it, but it's like all the other cities, like they're trying to be like London kind of thing, innit? Like, and they're able to get access to what it's like to the London flavour, if you get me in it, yeah, because they're able to watch all this drill music and shit like that. Whereas back in the day, MySpace, yeah, it's only if you know who certain man are, that's when you can go and check and find out who a man is or whatever, innit? Yeah? So this is what I don't like about the social media thing, innit? Yeah, you got a man from Northampton thinking that they're like London man now and that, innit? Yeah, just because they watch one, two little videos on YouTube, whatever, innit? Yeah, but they ain't like that. Yeah, they ain't like that. They ain't lived the life like that, innit? And if they try to act like that or whatever, innit? They'll come across the wrong people, innit? But um. Fam, what bike you riding, fam? Justin Squares, what bike you got, man? Yeah, the social media thing, man. Yeah, London's lost this kind of like exclusivity or whatever in it because of the social media thing in it. So you got man from up Northampton. Oh, you got R1, okay. You got man from Northampton and Coventry and Leicester and that. They think they're on the same wave and the same energy as man from London just because they watch a couple videos and that, innit? Right, so he said that basically there's a youth called Yusuf Maki, some posh rich kids that are acting like London drillers who end up killing one of their mates. Look, it is possible, isn't it? Yeah, but for the average person, the drill music isn't gonna make them a madman and go out and kill people, innit? No, I'm going soon. I'm going soon, innit? I'm going soon still, but yeah. At the end of the day, right? There's always gonna be people who. There's man, right? There's an area called Chingford right next to Edmonton. Yeah. Edmonton and Chingford touch borders just like this, but it's a different world in Chingford. Yeah. Chingford is a suburb. Now, Chingford have got a gang. Don't get it twisted in it. Yeah. But one of my older cousins lives in Chingford. And like she's from the ends, isn't it? Yeah. Like I don't know, she's from I think like Leighton or somewhere like that, innit? Yeah? And she was telling me about one of her friends, yeah, who his dad is a barrister. His mum is a lawyer. They live in a detached house in North Chingford or somewhere like that. Yeah. Or they did live in a detached house in North Chingford back in the day, innit? Yeah. He went to private school and he still jumped on the road and he still became a gang member, probably went to prison and that, innit? Yeah. Yeah, there are going to be people who are going to be like what they call outliers or whatever, innit? Yeah. But that's not the average person. Yeah? The average person, if they go, like there's parents out here, they don't want to send their children to private school because they think they're going to jump on drugs or whatever. Yeah? But they need to realize that not the average person who goes to private school is going to jump on drugs or whatever. You're going to get the people who are going to be like the outliers or whatever, yeah? Who they go to private school, they live in detached towns, they come from a good family background and they're going to be drug dealers and they're going to be gangsters and stuff like that. But that's not the average person, man. That guy is a fucking fool. That's what he is. Yeah. And I bet he looks back on his life and he realize and he thinks he regrets all of his actions and that. How the fuck, yeah? Your dad, a barrister, your mum's a nurse, you live in a detached house, you went to private school, you've come from a good upbringing. Why are you jumping on the streets? They tell you why, fucking easily influenced. That's why. So yeah, there will be that one or two odd people who go to private school and they end up going out and killing someone in it. Yeah. But most of them who go to private school ain't out on the road, yeah, doing this foolishness. I know, man. No man from you are from an ends, yeah, they're from the hood, yeah. And yeah, they listen to drill music, but a man's not on that energy. A man works in the city. A man has a high paying job. Yeah. A man, he's from the ends. Yeah. He could have got involved in that. He's black. Yeah. Because I know people like to say, oh, if you're black, it's easier to get involved in gangs. He didn't get involved in that. Yeah. He's not on that same energy. Yeah. He went to private school. Yeah. He's from the ends. He listened to drill music, listened to rap music, grew up on rap music. But he's not on that energy. Huh? That kid who went to private school and ended up killing whoever, yeah, he is generally a bad person. Yeah. It's just, maybe the drill music and that, maybe it awoken the bad energy in him. I don't know him, I don't know it yet. But that person is a bad individual. Yeah. Again, man made that video, money is the root of all evil. Yeah, that's the title of the video. No, it's not, fam. People are the root of all evil. Yeah. Some people who are atheists say, oh, religion is the root of all evil. No, it's not. People are the root of all evil because people created fucking religion and that. Yeah. Now I do think, if there weren't certain religions around it, then maybe there wouldn't be certain wars. But that probably just makes space for other people to fight and kill each other over other things anyway. Yeah, blaming, yeah, like man said, let me highlight this. A man said blaming the games for killing people. Yeah. Look who played GTA Vice City. I remember GTA Vice City came out when I was like 9 or 10 or 11 or something like that. Yeah. Look who you in America go out and kill someone after watching man playing that GTA Vice City. But hold on a minute. Don't you think so? Maybe that kid's just generally a bad kid. And maybe that game awoken it, but that kid was a fucking killer. Yeah. What about them kids that they don't watch no video games and they go out and kill people? Yeah. You like YouTube and shit like that. You go and watch them programs about Britain's most deadliest killer and shit like that. Yeah. It usually starts off when they're young. They're just bad children. Yeah. The little kids that like to start fires and they'll capture pigeons and cut the pigeon's head off and mutilate animals and shit like that. Yeah. They're generally bad kids. Yeah. Ain't got nothing to do with no video games they played or whatever. Yeah. Because those video games do not affect the average child. Yeah. When I used to play GTA Vice City, I wasn't on that energy about going out and doing that and doing something or doing whatever to man. When I was 11, yeah. I only got on that energy when I was like 16, 17 years old. Now, I don't kill no one or nothing like that, yeah. But I only got on that energy when I was 16, 17 years old. Yeah, it meant to do with no games or nothing like that. I got roped into the street like because basically I was hanging around with the wrong people, and one day a bunch of men came to my area and they punched someone I know and dropped into the floor. I try to run up to them like I'm Superman. They set pace on me. I end up getting rushed by them, and now I thought to myself, well, fuck it. I'm rolling with them, man. Now I'm rolling with certain men from my area anyway. Yeah. Them man from the opposite area, they've rushed me. So whenever they see me again, they're not going to be like, they're not going to have amnesia and forget me. They're going to try and get on me again. So I might as well just start riding out on them and start fighting them, man, because they're already on me, innit? And plus, yeah, that's why I got involved, because basically I got rushed. So I basically got like an involuntary initiation to the gang life or whatever, innit? Whereas maybe before that incident, if certain man turn up, I'll be like, oh no, I don't really roll with them man like that or nothing. But now, no, you're involved. You're involved now, fam. You're involved. Yeah, there's no turning back. You're involved. Yeah. And obviously back then as well, the beef weren't like that serious as well, and it was more of a punching up, and no one was really. People were getting stabbed and killed before and after and that, but that set of beef there, it weren't serious at that point anyway. Right, let's see what my man's saying now. So he's like, yeah, stuff like the drill music, games, etc. were as bad as they make it to be. Surely millions of people killing each other. Exactly. If the drill music was that bad, if the games and that were that bad, then most people would be out killing each other. Yeah, man will put down the Call of Duty, and go out and blaze, man. Yeah, it's not like that, fam. Yeah, those people who go out and do that stuff, they are generally bad people. Yeah, maybe the drill music and that awoken it. Yeah, but in that person's core, they was a bad person. Yeah, maybe that was the switch. Yeah, or whatever in it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, right, if it didn't happen then, they probably would have ended up doing it later in life anyway. Right, 5 more minutes, guys. Yeah, 5 more minutes, man. But yeah, you got a man out here doing horse tranquilizer. Yeah, you got black man. Yeah, black people. Yeah, doing horse tranquilizer. Fucking disgusting, fam. It's embarrassing, blood. Yeah, I thought certain drugs were, only appealing to certain races of people. I thought that, like black people, we just maybe just stuck to weed, and unfortunately maybe crack in the 80s or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, you got black people, black people doing horse tranquilizer. That is fucking insane, fam. I'm all thinking about the next live stream that I'm gonna do as well. Right, if you're watching now, hold on. If you're watching, leave a comment down below. I'll add you to the shout out list, yeah? Give you a little shout out. Shout out to a man like AY, London, Dulce David, Kareem Jackson, Nadia, Ben838, Banks B, HUH, huh? Justin Squares 40. Come on, fam. Who else is locked in? Don't worry, guys. Look, there's like 4 or 5 man, in this live stream here. One day, you see around here, you'll see about 1,000 people. Yeah. Well, at least 100 people locked in or something like that one day, innit? Yeah. How soon I don't know, innit? But the more work I put in, the faster I'll get results. So this is why man's here doing these live streams right now. What you put in is what you get out. You want to be a lazy YouTuber, yeah? Man, release one video a week, yeah? And I wonder why your channel don't grow and that. You got people out here, they wonder why they ain't progressing in life, but they don't put in no effort, no hard grind, no risk they take. They just what they do. Do these people actually think that people just wake up and they're successful and they're millionaires? No, we don't go like that. Yeah, you have to put in grind. Yeah, you have to take risks. You have to step out of your comfort zone on a frequent basis. Yeah, once you step out of your comfort zone and you master something that you maybe lacked confidence in, then you find something else to conquer. If everyone, let me tell you something, if everyone had that ethos, of, okay, boom, there's certain things in my life, that I'm not confident at, right? It could be riding a fucking motorbike. It could be approaching women in the street. It could be doing live streams or whatever, innit? On Instagram or whatever, because not everyone cares about having a YouTube channel. Yeah. If everyone had that ethos, all right, boom. There's 5 things right now that I can identify that I'm not comfortable doing, and they don't cost no money or nothing like that, I'm gonna master these 5 things, and then I'm gonna find something else, Just, I don't want to call it the law of attraction, because I don't really believe in that stuff, because I think the law of attraction may have something to do with like the supernatural, which I don't believe in it. But let's say the law of attraction. The law of attraction would say something along the lines of you would actually reach success, because mastering something that you are not confident at is pretty much taking risks. Yeah. So whether it be riding a motorbike, approaching girls, doing live streams on YouTube, if you set out a list of things that you know you're not confident with, and you're like, okay, boom, I'm gonna master this, then I'm gonna master that, you would eventually run across success. Because on the path to success, you're going to come across things that you're not confident with. Yeah? You're going to have to take risks. And mastering things you're not confident at is taking a risk. I might look stupid. People might think this. Yeah? So, yeah, man, you just got to fucking master, set out things that you're not comfortable with and not confident with, and just try and master them. Try new things as well. Try out things that you don't know, how you're going to feel about that. And then when you do, if you don't feel that confident, master that. Yeah? Certain man out here, in the last 5 years, they ain't approached no women. Yeah? And they've been single, or they've been on and off on relationships or whatever, innit, yeah? But you see a nice girl that you fancy, and it's an easy opportunity where, she's standing at a bus or on her own or whatever, and go and approach the girl. Yeah? I've gone through phases where I'm like, I ain't approaching no women. Yeah? I'm gonna wait for the women to send me some signals or whatever, innit? Yeah, now there's certain situations where you do wait for women to send you signals, whatever, innit? You're like you're in the club or whatever, innit? Yeah. But I'm not gonna approach no women when I'm walking down the street or whatever, innit? Yeah. And that don't feel natural for me. For me, it feels natural to go up to a girl and approach her and talk to her, innit? Yeah? And I feel better about going up to a girl and approaching her, even if I don't get the number, than not making a move. Yeah, me, I take an aggressive approach to things in life, innit? Yeah, I'm direct. Yeah, I don't like going around things the back door, and I like to be direct and upfront with shit. Yeah. Even the other day, I had a problem with my neighbours talking shit, making up noise at midnight and all this foolishness, whatever, innit, yeah? And I noticed that the husband was at the house, whatever, innit, yeah? Because I didn't want to go over there when it was just the women, because I know I'm going to say something to them, and then, he said this or whatever, innit, yeah? So when I saw that the husband was at the house, I'm like, yeah, right, cool, I'm going to go and stick it on them now, innit? Because there's a man there, there's going to be someone with some common sense, some logic, yeah? Went to the neighbour's house, whatever, innit? Yeah, the women are in the back garden, innit? So I thought to myself, let me just go and talk to the man, and tell him to tell the women, to stop making up noise at fucking midnight midnight Thursday night going into Friday morning, innit? And I thought, fuck, that's too passive. I'm gonna tell them off, and I'm gonna tell the guy as well. So I went to the neighbour's house about 2 doors down, whatever, innit? I told the women, go in the house, you lot are making up too much noise, whatever. Then I knocked on the front door and told the man. Yeah, I thought it would be too passive just having a word with the guy and telling him to tell them, no, I'm going to stick it on them and I'm going to have a word with the man as well. Yeah? Me, in life, your approach has to be direct with a lot of things. You have to take an aggressive approach. Yeah? Them girls that you see that might, that you fancy, whatever, innit? Yeah, they might even just respect the fact that, you know what, I've got a boyfriend, but this guy has got the balls to approach me. Yeah? Gotta take an aggressive approach with things, man. All of that, waiting for women to make a move, that's passive, man. And passive behavior is feminine. Masculine behavior is aggressive. Now, I don't mean you have to go up to people and swing punches or whatever, but be direct. Yeah. If you're the type of man, right, you got people around you, your parents, your friends, family members, bosses at work. If they say stuff to you that you don't like, and you take offense to it, if you do not deal with that situation and address the situation, you're being passive. It don't mean you have to stand up on top of a table and fight, man, or whatever, innit, but you need to be direct, with how you feel. Yeah, you don't like how man's dealing with you, whatever, you need to be direct. The passive feminine approach is to not say anything and think about it and ponder on it and have a sleepless night. As man said already, I had a manager talking shit to me at the last job. I pulled him up, put him in his place, I got fired from it, I'm not gonna go home, and sit and think, that guy really pricked me in the workplace, and have a sleepless night. No, I'm gonna deal with the situation. If I get fired from it, I get fired from it. Now, I didn't even get fired right then and there, we kind of swept it underneath the carpet, but this guy had a vendetta on man, innit? Yeah? So he went out of his way to get me fired because other managers who were in the workplace said, bro, why are you trying to get the man fired? It happened a couple of days ago. Leave it. No, 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 no. And right then and there, because certain people that found out that I told, they were like, Jay, man, you need to just be more professional, whatever, innit? Well, no, I fucking don't. If a man is being unprofessional with me and he's a colleague or a manager, then I'm going to deal with him the same way he's dealing with me. Yeah. Now, there's certain situations, if you work in Tesco's and you got an angry customer, yeah, be professional. That's different. Yeah. But we're both employed in this situation. Yeah. Why do you think you can talk to me a certain way just because you're my manager? Yeah. Because when I was at that workplace, I had man working underneath me and I dealt with them man there accordingly. Obviously, there's going to be some days you're having bad days and you might, you might not be too decent with them, let's say, yeah. Well, we're all human beings, isn't it? Yeah. Let's say that was a situation where he weren't being too decent with me. Right, I pulled him up on it. Maybe I went a bit too overboard or whatever. But you know what? You sweep it under the carpet and you leave it. Yeah. If it happens again, then boom, maybe you do. Yeah. But the man didn't want to leave it. 3 days later, the man got fired or whatever, innit? Yeah. And other managers are saying, bro, what's wrong with you, fam? Like, it happened a few days ago, innit? Yeah. You've moved on. You've spoken since. Yeah. You maybe not have spoken about the situation, but you've carried on getting on with the work. Yeah. But just leave it. Yeah. So the man had a vendetta on man or whatever. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to stretch this one out to 3 hours, Fucking hell. You know what? It's like what? It's 2:26, Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to, I might stretch it out to 3 hours. We'll see. Or maybe 4 hours. Go for a world record. There's certain man out, right? Out here who say, you know what, yeah, if you like to do something, you need to find a way to get paid for it, yeah? Bro, I'm on YouTube right now, right? There's lots of people who like to talk, yeah, and chat shit with their friends. Why don't you just film you talking and chatting shit with your friends and stick it on YouTube? Yeah, there's so many girls. They hook up with their friends or whatever, and there's like 4 or 5 of them, and they just gossiping. Why don't they fucking set up a tripod with a fucking Samsung S9 or iPhone 10 or whatever, iPhone X, and talk shit in front of a camera and slap it on YouTube? Because you might as well. There's gal out here, right? They all Snapchat and Instagram this with their friends and that, and then stick it on their Instagram. Why don't you just make a YouTube channel talking shit with your brethren and then bam, slap that on YouTube and make money from it eventually? Well, why do I make you laugh, Nadia? What did I do? Yeah. Like you see, like Nadia said, she feel like she's spending time with me. Yeah. This is what I'm like. Like obviously, you can guess this is what I'm like in real life. Eh? But literally, like this is yeah. So this is why I might as well have just jumped on YouTube years ago. But I never thought like this. Like this what I'm talking about now. Like just everything. Yeah. This is how a man thinks. Yeah. There's certain time I probably bore certain of my brethren because like man's talking that deep shit or whatever, innit? Yeah. So I might as well talk that deep shit and get paid for it. Yeah. And all that gossip you do with your friends, all that gossiping bullshit you do with your friends talking about this person and that person, what happened on the weekend and all this bullshit. Why don't you talk about that and put it on the internet? Yeah. There's people who want to listen to that bullshit as well, so you might as well talk about this, talk about that, slap it on a YouTube channel and get paid from it eventually. Yeah. Got to try out new things. even if that fails, yeah, you might be going down to PC World to buy a new camera or something like that, yeah? And you just discover something new, yeah. I got that flat up in Egypt. I still ain't gone out there, yeah. Been procrastinating on that like a motherfucker, yeah. When I go out there, like some people, are like, oh, why are you buying a flat in Egypt? Like I can only make £300 off of that flat in Egypt a month, yeah, off of the rent because it's really cheap out there, isn't it? Like to book a hotel, book a room in Egypt is like £15 a night or something like that. Yeah, it's some idiot money, whatever, innit? Yeah. So people be like, oh, it's not really worth it, whatever, innit? But they don't realize that when I go out there and I go to furnish the studio flat, right? I might go out there and start building up. Well, I will build up contacts because I need to hire a man to help me do the work or whatever, innit? I might go out there and discover like, raw, why doesn't Egypt have this? Because remember, they're behind, yeah, they ain't as advanced as the UK. And I don't want no fucking Pan-Africanism people coming on there saying, oh, Egypt was the first civilization where people went to school and university. No, not on this channel, motherfucker. Anyway, I might go out there and find something that, raw, these ain't got that in Egypt, and I got money behind me. All right, boom. I'm gonna fling this and try this business plan out in Egypt, whatever. Again, try new things, put yourself in new environments. You're not gonna get nowhere if you keep riding that fucking train from Seven Sisters to Houston. Go and work in that office building for a next man. I don't really care about you. Go back home, maybe go to the gym, chat shit with your friends on the phone, and then on the weekend you go to the gym and go out to the clubs, and you do that for the next 20 years. You're not going to achieve nothing new. But you're doing the same thing, same routine every single day. You don't know how many things that I've tried over the last few years, you know. Yeah, you can make money on Airbnb, yeah. No, I don't know. I think I try. I don't know. Look on Airbnb for me if you get time in it. Yeah, like maybe right now, whatever in it, because obviously you can listen to this whilst you're on your phone because you've got the thing in it. But yeah, can't remember what I was fucking gonna say now, innit? But yeah, you know how many people if you put it this way, you just need to try new things on a regular basis, man. It's the only way you're gonna become successful if you try new things on a regular basis. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, you ain't gonna achieve nothing new. Time is precious, time is valuable, yeah. They got that famous saying, yeah, live every day like it's your last, yeah. And there's some people, right, they take that statement, live every day like it's your last, and they think it means go out and have fun and act like a fucking jackass. Yeah, it don't mean that. It means take risks. Yeah, step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, if you knew this was your last day on earth, yeah, and you was a pussy and you're scared to approach women, you would approach women. Yeah, 'cause this is your last day on earth. Yeah, you would take that risk. Yeah. What happens is people know obviously, they got another day, they're going to be alive the next day. They procrastinate on stuff. Yeah. Life is too precious. Life is, it's long, but sometimes it's just short, You don't want to get to 60 years or 70 years or 80 years or 90 years or like man was saying yesterday on the live stream, innit? Yeah, being like these people who are way into their pension, really elderly, and wish that they took more risks in life rather than just working at Sainsbury's for 30, 40 years. Or working for this man for 30, 40 years. Yeah. When all they have to do is maybe cut back on their living expenses, be humble for a little bit, and that money that they got, extra money that they got coming in, invest that and stuff and take risks. There's a lot of fallacies out here. Yeah, so my man saying, if you got 10 properties, you could be making £3 passively. Yeah, and the properties aren't expensive. Yeah, they only cost about £8 grand. £8 grand. Now, obviously, you got 10 properties, you have to furnish 10 properties and shit like that. But yeah, you could be making £3 grand passively. Now, that's actually good as well because you know what? This guy's got a fucking point, you know. And I did think this before as well. The yield on the properties in Egypt is much better than in the UK. If you've got a property in the UK that costs £80,000, right? You are not making £3,000 per month off of no property in the UK. No way. Yeah. Say for example, this house I'm in Northampton, right? The property is worth about 150 right now. Yeah. 160 or whatever in it right now. Yeah. There's no way, absolutely no way. Yeah. I would make £3,000 off this property unless I got 10 fucking foreigners all hitched up in one room or something like that. Yeah. The most this property would make in a month, right? If I rented out all 3 rooms, yeah, and you know, I'd probably make what, boom, £1,000. Yeah. If I rented out 3 rooms, yeah. Maybe if I turned the living room downstairs into a room, yeah, maybe 1,400 or whatever in it, yeah. But then, you know, there's only one bathroom. You know, now there are people who live in a house where there's 4 bedrooms up for rent, and you know, there's 4 bedrooms up for rent, and there's only one bathroom. But come on, man. Yeah, now, so now they're saying, yeah, boom, £50 a night. Maybe I wouldn't get £50 a night for mine. Now I spoke to the estate agent. He said you probably get something along the lines of maybe £30 a night or something like that. But I've seen some that are even cheaper. I've seen some going for £15 a night. Yeah. Nadia, check what the cheapest is. Yeah. Let me know if it's around 15 or £20. Yeah. If you can still hear me. But yeah, definitely that 80 grand. If I was to put 80 grand into the properties in Egypt, that will go way further than 80 grand in a property in the UK. Yeah? Because you know the money that's coming in, right? There's going to be a good yield, and secondly, remember those properties as well. They're going up in value, but they're not going to go up in value as much as the properties in the UK would. That's the only thing. See, some flats are £12 per night, but it depends on the standard. All depends on the standard. I think the property game's a good game to get into. The property game's like the safest route. Yeah, yeah, I can see your messages. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The property route is the safest route to get into. Um, you know, the only thing with the property game, right, is you might make the wrong investment. Not the wrong investment, like buy a house, it's got subsidence or whatever like that. And plus, there are insurances that will protect you. So, if a house has subsidence, yeah, um, you know, you have to notify people and stuff like that, innit? Yeah. So, yeah, you have to notify whoever in it that the house has subsidence. So basically, you won't get a mortgage on a property that has subsidence until the subsidence is fixed. Yeah. Um, One sec. Let me just. Yeah. So the property route is the safest route to go down. Yeah. A lot of people who are 9 to 5 people, they're not really willing to invest anything in a business, right? So what they do is they will invest money in a property. because it's the safest route. Again, the only thing with investing in a property is you might make the wrong investment. Yeah, it's not a bad investment. It's just you might not make the best investment. So you might invest in a property, and that property in Leicester only goes up by 10 grand a month, a year or something, whatever in it. Yeah, but that property down in London, that will go up by 30 grand a year or whatever in it. Yeah? So maybe you've put your money into the wrong place. But you will never go wrong with investing in property. No way, man. No way. That's the safest route. That's the safest route, man. But the only way you're gonna get to that place is if you make sacrifice. So all of that, oh, you want to go on holidays 3, 4 times a year and wear all these nice clothes and yeah, Snapchat this and chat snap that and Instagram, yeah, this and that. Bro, you ain't getting no properties doing that. All them little idiot, yeah, them little fool boy and them little idiot girl that you see on Instagram, they ain't got no properties. They ain't got no properties. Yeah, them man they all dripping. Yeah, them man they all wearing Fendi, D squared this and yeah, Pythagoras theorem this and all that. They got all these nice nice clothes and that nice car. The girls they got boob jobs, they got their arse done and that. But where they living? Yeah, what property they living? Yeah, they got their own property, or are they on the first floor of their mum's yard in a box room? Yeah, yeah. Constantly peeking out their window to see if anyone has fucking scratched their car or something like that they're leasing. Yeah? Or they have to deal with fucking housemates and shit like that. Yeah? So you got to change your mind, man. If these people, but there's gal out here, right, who've paid 10 grand. Gal out here who've paid 10 grand to get their body fixed. Yeah, when they didn't need fixing, just get yourself to the fucking gym. Yeah, you don't need no fat ass. Yeah, you don't need breasts like Pamela Anderson. Yeah, you don't need an ass like Amira Dime. Yeah, they paid 10, 12 grand to get their body fixed or whatever in it. 10, 12 grand, bro. You could buy a cheap property with that. Quay up, yeah, maybe somewhere up in Durham or somewhere like that. But you've wasted that on yourself. What a waste of flipping money. Just to make yourself feel good. Just to attract more man. And most of the man that you're going to attract is bullshit anyway. Man them as well, yeah? Man are wearing all this and that. Man are all spending 30 grand on clothes and stuff like that. Brother, if the man them accumulate all that money, yeah, that's, but I know, man, they got a wardrobe for about 20 grand. That's a property right there. That's a deposit on a property. Remember those clothes, they depreciate in value. Yeah? That house, after a period of time, years, yeah, the house goes up in value. So when you sell it, you get your money back, plus you get an extra bit of profit. Yeah? If a man really wants to wear all those nice flashy clothes, yeah, a man for buy a property, yeah, don't buy no flashy clothes and nothing like that for 3, 4 years, right? Buy a property, let that property increase in value, sell that property, and then the extra money that they get from that, yeah, then buy some clothes with it. Yeah, but you know what? You wouldn't even buy no clothes with that money because you'll be thinking about the next property because your mindset has changed. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. It was AY London or one of the other man them in one of the other live streams. Yeah, said that there was a picture of Warren Buffett and what's his flipping name? Is it Jeff Bezos or whatever? 150 billion in one picture, not a Gucci belt inside. Yeah, trust me, fam. If I was on that shit, all this, latest fashion and trending and all this bullshit, yeah. You think, well, if I was on that shit about driving all these flashy cars and that was my mindset and dripping this and yeah, you think man will be in this? Yeah. Now this isn't nothing special. Don't get it twisted, innit? But it's something. Yeah? I'll still be in my mum's yard in Edmonton. Yeah. Living from paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. Going down to all these fancy restaurants. Yeah. For the sake of going to a fancy fucking restaurant. Yeah, it's nice to go out to a little fancy place every now and then. Yeah. I get it. Tarshish, man, been there, innit? Don't get it twisted, innit? But specifically going to places like Lockham. Yeah, Lockham is in Woodford. Yeah. Or Gauchos. Yeah. Or as I said, I've been Tarshish as well, innit? Yeah, or these other local places and that, just to take pictures for your Instagram. So you're really gonna go down to these places and spend £100 just so that you can update your Instagram profile? Are you stupid? I've been to Tarshish. You think I took any fucking pictures at Tarshish? You think I took any fucking pictures at Lockham? Am I a gyal? And even if you are a girl, yeah, it's just foolishness. Why do you need to? It's just like almost like a cry for attention. Oh, look at me, look at me. I went to Lockham. I'm living that lifestyle. As man said, people only show you what they want you to see on Instagram, on social media. Yeah, they show you when they're driving around in the Mercedes. They show you when they're wearing Fendi. They show you when they're outside Lockham. Yeah, but they don't show you the times where they're stressing, thinking, "Fuck, boy, my money is so shit right now. If one thing goes wrong, that's it. Yeah, if this car breaks down today, I am fucked because I won't have no transport to go to work, and I don't even have the money to fix it." They don't show you them parts there. They just show you all the yeah. I don't post none of that. I ain't into them business there, innit? I'm like an old man, yeah? I'm not into that foolishness. I ain't going on holiday for the sake of taking pictures on a beach just so I can tag that location, just to show the world, oh, I've been to this place, and I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. And this is why I'm in the position that I'm in now, because I'm not influenced by what goes on outside. Yeah? Care about the outside world too much. Man are moving, people are moving like they're in prison. That's how I expect a prisoner to think. I need to be in tune with what's going on outside. That's how prisoners think. Oh, what's going on in the outside world? I only care about what's going on in my world, the JY's world. Yeah. Yeah, you see Nadia, yeah, she's like, oh, I should have taken a picture. So basically, I took Nadia to Tarshish, innit, yeah, in Wood Green, yeah, boom. There's certain gal, yeah, like I picked the place, yeah, like she didn't pick the place, whatever, innit, I picked the place, innit, yeah. There's certain gal, yeah, they'll be demanding a man, oh, take me to this place, yeah, take me to Lockham, yeah. They're just using that guy for an expensive date or whatever, innit, yeah. There's certain girls, right, they might not even demand a man, take them to a specific place. But when they are in that place, oh, can you take a picture of me outside Lockham? Do I look like a fucking cameraman? Yeah, I'm not taking no pictures for no girl outside. No, you asked that waiter to take a picture of you. Yeah, I ain't your fucking cameraman. Oh my days, what going for your car, man? But yeah, you want to be in a position where, like, you like that. I could not imagine living like that, living on eggshells. Yeah, boy, if this car breaks down today, I'm fucked. And there must have been times in people's lives, yeah, where boy, they were so short on cash they couldn't have anything go wrong. Yeah, nothing could go wrong. If anything goes wrong, they're fucked. I can't live life like that. And there's people out there living like that, and they got use. I'm living like I wouldn't even want to live like that as a single man, like a man living on his own, let alone having kids. If one thing goes wrong, we're fucked. There's some people they have to borrow money from their parents just so they can feed their kids. How embarrassing is that? Yeah, yeah, should be happy with the fucking Let me add this brother. Man like soul, yeah. Right, so Nadia said, hold on, wrong one. Oh, you flipping joker. I was just about to add you to the thing, you know. All right, let me remove it. Yeah, so Nadia said she'll be happy with the Burger King, yeah? A girl is supposed to want to date you for you, yeah? Not date you for what you have to offer her, yeah? Like, I believe in being the best version of myself and getting rich and making money and having properties and flashy cars and stuff like that. Like, don't get it twisted. Man, rip people for getting flashy cars and shit like that. But I'm striving to get a flashy car. But I understand, you know, there's a time and a place for everything. And right now is not the time. One day, yeah, I want to be wearing Fendi and that and all these expensive clothes. I could buy it right now. Yeah. But there's a time and a place. When I've made it, then yeah, that's my treat. That's my reward. And you know what? When I even get to that, I say, I won't even go fuck about that shit anyway. Innit? But anyway, a woman needs to like you for you. Yeah. So I believe in being the best version of myself and, you know, getting money and shit like that. But it's not for women. Yeah. Now, on a subconscious level, yeah, men do it so that they can attract women and stuff like that. But I don't want no woman to want me because of how much money I've got. I don't want no woman to want me because of where I'm going to take her out on a date. Yeah. She's supposed to want to go out on a date for me, like the experience that I give her, innit? Yeah. So you should be able to take a girl out for a fucking milkshake. Yeah. Like when I took Nadia out for the first day, I took her to Tinseltown to get a milkshake. That's it. I didn't think to myself, oh, I need to impress this girl, so I'm going to take her to the most expensive restaurant possible, or I'm going to take her to Miller and Carter for a first date, yeah? And I ain't got nothing from her. Now, when you get something from the girl, then you take them out on a nice little restaurant. But until then, no, keep the date cheap. Keep the date cheap because the woman is supposed to want to be around you for you, yeah? Nadia come over to my, I don't take Nadia out on dates or nothing like that. We ain't going fucking gauchos and shit like that. She ain't interested in that. She just wants to see me for me. Yeah. Obviously, now every now and then she's like, oh, you know, do you mind if, you know, we can go Nando or something like that? She ain't even looking for nothing expensive or plush or nothing like that. She know I got the money because she wants to be around me for me. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. If you think about it this way, anytime you see a girl, right, if you need to be going out on these expensive dates, whatever, she don't want you for you. Yeah. Man, I attract all these different girls and shit like that in the past and that. Yeah. I've never had to be spending money on them like that or taking them on holiday or buying them gifts and shit like that. Oof, I asked some of my ex-girlfriends, exes, boy, they were like, Janani, Jay is the tightest guy ever. Yeah, he don't spend money for shit. So I don't need to. Yeah. You're lucky to be in the presence of a man like this. That's how I think. Yeah. I don't need to offer nothing. Or I'll offer something. Yeah, I'll offer women something. I ain't going to sell on this live stream, but you know what I'm talking about, innit? Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah. Yeah, there's certain men out here, but they feel like they need to tell a girl, oh, you know, I drive this car. I earn this amount of money. Yeah. I went on, yeah, I do this, I do that. Yeah, I know this man. I know this person, innit? Yeah. Yeah, man. Don't need to impress no girl. Yeah. Literally, the way I think, right? Like you ain't changing no requirements. Yeah. The way I see it, I don't need to be wearing no flashy clothes, nothing like that. I should be able to go out to a girl wearing a tracksuit, yeah, a Slazenger tracksuit, yeah, and get that girl's number, yeah, because she should even be interested in, you know, how much money I got or whatever. Now, no girl wants to deal with a guy who's a broke guy, yeah, but as long as that guy can provide for himself and look after himself, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Because as I said, getting money, yeah, that does not equal women. It doesn't. I've seen programs, millionaire matchmaker. Yeah. A man is a millionaire, fam. Yeah. But he struggles with women because he's got a loser's mentality. Yeah. He feels like he needs to always impress women with his money. Yeah. He feels like he needs in order to attract a woman, he has to buy her love. Nah, nah, man. Nah. Yeah, man, gal and that. And you think I need to you don't need to be driving no Mercedes to get a gal. There are girls out here, right, who are like, no, if a guy's not driving a flashy car, I ain't interested. Why ain't he interested in you, honey? Simple as. Yeah, because if you're only interested in me because of the car that I've got, then you ain't interested in me. Yeah, you don't want me for me. Yeah. Yeah, don't know, man in the tracksuit. Yeah. I'm good enough as is. Yeah. I'm improving my life for me. Yeah, and my future offspring. I'm not improving my life for no girl. That's partly why all these people, these men, wear all these flashy clothes and that. Because they're just doing it to impress people, doing it to feel confident. Yeah, I need no flashy clothes and nothing like that to feel confident. Yeah. Certain men, yeah, they feel like they have to be in the gym. Yeah. They have to have those biceps to feel confident. Me, I feel confident without that shit. Don't give a fuck about be obviously, I might go back to the gym and shit like that, innit? But I don't even like it. Then I ain't forcing myself to be pushing no weights and killing myself and that. Yeah. What, for the sake of attracting? Man, listen, fam. 9 minutes to go, 9 minutes to go, 9 minutes to go, man. As a man started off talking about horse tranquilizer, and I'm talking about taking women out on dates and shit like that. I'm trying to think, what's the most expensive date I've actually been out on? Probably a Miller and Carter. Probably a £60 date. Yeah. And this is a girl that I've been seeing for a while and shit like that. There ain't no £60 date on a first date. No way. No way. Man ain't in a flinging money like that. And I might not see the girl again or nothing. I might not get nothing from her, nothing like that. No. I've never flown out a girl to another country and shit like that. Like, never done that madness before, man. It's good enough as is, fam. Yeah, obviously, shout out to all the people them who was locked in. Obviously, I don't expect you to sit here for 3 hours and watch, man. So yeah, shout out to all the people even for locking in for even 1 minute. Hopefully this time you'll be able to see the live chat as well on the video playback. Nadia, was you able to see? Was you able to see the live chat in the other live streams as well, or was it only that one that you told me about? So yeah, if you're on drugs, you need to get off drugs. You're a drug addict. Yeah? If you do cocaine and that, yeah, you're a low-level drug addict. Yeah? If you bun weed every day, you are a low-level drug addict. Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah? You need a substance to make yourself feel good. I don't need jack shit to make myself feel good. I am my own entertainment. I am my own motivation. Yeah? I just look in the mirror. I'm like, yeah, I feel good today, innit? Yeah? Obviously, that's number one. Yesterday, so number four. So number two and number three. So you. I can't believe it's like 3 o'clock, man. Fucking hell, it's like the day is done already. But at least I'm investing my time to eventually get paid for it. One day, innit? Not right now. That's why it's called delayed gratification and that. Sometimes you have to work for free in order to get paid in the long run. So yeah, I won't see no money off this live stream or nothing like that for a good little while. But one day when I'm sitting down and I'm chilling and all this passive income's coming, then I'll look back on these times and think to myself, yeah, boom, it was all worth it. Yeah, you got 59 subscribers now, Nadia. I've just seen I got this tab on my channel dashboard and it says the recent subscribers and that, and yeah, you've got 59 subbies right now. Yo, man, like no shit. So yo, the thing is, bro, if you take most hard drug addicts and you give them amount of green to smoke, they won't make one. Okay. Yeah, man, I'm good, fam. So you're saying that cannabis is the cure to drug addiction? Maybe, maybe. Apparently, cannabis is it can help cure cancer. Apparently, I don't know how true that is. Does anyone know whether or not weed or cannabis can cure cancer? Yeah, you got 59 subbies now, so yeah, people probably who's this Nadia thing that keeps commenting and that, and they probably just gone and checked out your thing and oh boom, boom, go and subscribe to the channel and that. But yeah, I ain't getting involved in no drugs whatsoever. Yeah. Man, I stay drug and alcohol free and it, like I mean, look, if you want to do local, drink a local alcohol and that's cool in it, but I would stay far away from any drugs, man. Stay far away from any drugs. That is a costly habit. Man said there's a documentary called Run from the Cure. It goes into Canadian man's success illegally using it to treat cancer. I'll bet you, right? So this Canadian guy illegally uses cannabis to treat cancer. I'll bet you, right, they try to kill him or something like that. You know, like there's certain man, right, who come up with these cures or whatever, innit? Yeah. And when the government find out that this person's come up with this cure, they magically disappear off the face of this earth or whatever, innit? Or they found fucking tied up naked in some shed in the fucking forest or something like that. Yeah, because people are fucking or they kill the man or whatever, innit? Because I'm sure with that COVID-19 thing, I'm sure someone found a cure for it or something like that, and then someone got killed or something like that, some madness like that. Yeah, because the reason why the chemo is so deadly is because um, what they use to kill the cancer cells. So basically, the cancer cells are the same as the normal cells, right? So whatever they use to kill the cancer cells, it kills normal cells as well. That's why chemo so really is debilitating, whatever they call it. So you're saying, yeah, they suppress all technology and medicine that can be used to free the people, yeah? Because obviously, the world is expanded, the human population, the world's getting too overpopulated, isn't it? So they probably need to keep down the fucking numbers. Many doctors and professors who have been promoting RSO have disappeared. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised one bit. But yeah, my time is coming to an end. I ain't ate nothing today. So I got some food in the fridge anyway. So man gonna man gonna eat that food still and freshen up and just yeah. I might start writing this new book. So my current book at the moment, my current book is with the editor. So I can't do nothing with it right now. Just have to sit and wait. And I've got another book that will be coming out. I don't know when, because this book's going to be more difficult for me to write, I believe. Although I'll be a faster writer right now because obviously I've got experience writing the other book. But this book's going to be more difficult because my initial book, the one that's with the editors right now, that's about life. That's real life events. So I'm just literally remembering stuff and typing it down. Whereas this, I'm kind of more thinking about stuff. I kind of have to write about things or whatever in it. But it's gonna be called The Poison Mind. And obviously, as you know already, I think a lot of people's minds are poisoned. Yeah, a lot of people's mind, they've been indoctrinated to think, oh, because there's certain color of skin, they can only get so far, whatever. Innit? So I'm gonna be talking about a lot of that kind of stuff. I've even mentioned, I think one of the chapters is gonna be about shadow band, and I think that there's no such thing as shadow ban. I feel like, it's just another excuse for failure. People need to realize you might not be successful on YouTube. Yeah. You might not be as successful as other people on YouTube, even if you're talking about the same thing. Yeah. It's got nothing to do with the color of your skin or whatever, innit? You need to realize you're not going to be successful at everything. You need to try new things constantly, innit? Yeah. Right. So right now, see, man's got some, I can make some fajitas, whatever. So with the chicken breast and that, and I might have that for dinner. But I'm just gonna probably have some beans on toast or something like that, just something quick. I've got pasta and that. I've got noodles and that as well. So I don't know. Probably make a couple slices of beans on toast just to use up this bread before it goes to waste and it expires. And then yeah, I've got pasta, noodles, got tuna and that, and I've got that chicken breast in the fridge. So yeah. What I'm gonna do is you lot probably will see me come on a live stream in about 10 seconds. I'm gonna play a song in the background and I wanna see if it gets copyrighted, yeah? So you probably won't even see me doing anything or whatever, and I'm just gonna play a song in the background or whatever, and I wanna see if that song gets copyrighted, innit? Yeah? But yeah, people them. Oh, what's my last message? So COVID ain't even a cold, it's a solution that kills us slowly. Yeah, probably. Yeah. But yeah, people them, safe for watching, yeah. Take it easy.